Whoa, test. Whoa, 1, 2, 1, 2. Whoa, test, test, test. Whoa, 1, 2, 1, 2. Looks like it's working. New Pokemon, join the fray! Look at this fancy animation. There's more work put into this than the actual game. Cerulea's already showed up. Armor Rouge has a cannon. Let's go. That's sick. I'll be honest, I had no idea Armor Rouge was a cannon this whole time. That's awesome. A new challenger approaches. Whoa. Oh, that's sick. Darkrai Speedster! A new Speedster, finally. I hope it's not Gengar again. You can still get beaten up. You can still get beaten up in the dark. So what, like you put them to sleep so they're fighting their demons? That's wild. It's me! Just Psyduck! It's a supporter, let's go. Just Psyduck, not Golduck, just Psyduck. He's belly flop surfing, let's go. It's the slowest one. Let's go. Now I have the defender with the worst tackle and the support with the worst surf. Let's go. God damn it, why are all my mons so bad? I'll tell you why. It's because one of my favorites is Mew and the other is Mewtwo. That's why. I've been punished. All my other favorite Pokemon have the worst versions of moves. That makes sense. Just the headache attack. Nice. September 12th, huh? Still a ways away, and still only like 1 mon a month. But hey, 1 mon a month is better than what we were getting. So, I call this objective improvement. That's all I'm saying. That's subjective improvement. I'm not sure how much faster they could really realistically put them out. My problem is that I feel like we're gonna hit November, and then just like normal, the game's gonna kind of die, and then we're gonna get like nothing until spring. Which is, it could be worse. 3 mon in 3 months is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It, minus the fact that, it might not last. But that's good enough. I think we got Ho-Oh this month, right? Or, well, I guess technically I think that was technically last month. I think that was technically in July. Still though, nice. Even though we know Ho-Oh is going to be nerfed in some time. Actually, no, Ho-Oh might actually not get nerfed. The others might get nerfed. That's pretty cool. Very nice. Very nice. And here's the El Chico Eevee lurk of the same thing. Lurk. Leak. This came out 3 days ago. This came out 3 days ago. No sound though, for reasons I cannot fully discern. We've got the new gameplay as well. Supposedly there is a new leak as well, but I'll look at the other stuff first. Let's look at Armor Rouge's Chico Eevee gameplay for a second here. Turn that down because the sound isn't super important. It's a Char Cadet at the start, so Eevee style. They gave him, you can see here, they gave him a little flame symbol on the left, so you can tell which one's which. You can tell whether they're a Ceruledge or an Armor Rouge, which I appreciate. That's good game design. Incinerate, setting in place, dealing damage. It's the same. I didn't know it halved berry healing. I did not know it did that. Is that new? It might be. I don't know. I haven't really seen I haven't seen much of Charcadet, let's be honest. Charcadet rarely lasts very long in a match. Has a flame, slowing effect, and they're burned. And you get a boosted. Slight attack or twist, but more or less the same Pokemon. Get wrecked. So Incinerate does no damage, Will-O-Wisp does all the damage. Because I guess every Pokemon needs a good secure move early now, except for all the ones that they made first. Doesn't seem like this character has really any AoE as Charcadet. Let's see what level 5 has in store for us. Bad secure. Boo. What the heck is that sound? Is that armor just sound? I played Violet, so I'm not sure. Yep, he just has a Hadoken. Armor cannon. Blazing ball of flame, shockwave while dealing damage. Explodes. It's at a distance or hitting a Pokemon. It stuns. Defense and special defense are decreased for a short time after the move. Alright, is there an indicator for that? I don't see anything that shows that you have decreased armor. Just have to know. It does not seem to have any indication whatsoever. The icon's pretty cool, though. Oh, so you can change direction while you're aiming it and still move. Because I guess every attacker needs that now, except the old ones. There was the little shockwave there. Yeah. That seems to be the boosted. We have Side Shock now. Heck of an area AoE, holy butts. Materialize odd psychic waves to attack in 3 areas, dealing damage, and partially ignoring special defense, because it needed a built-in Slick Spoon. Right. Third attack throws, so third attack stuns and shoves. For a short time after, the cannon gauge becomes... Did you really have to put the watermark right where the descriptions are, Eevee? There's so much more screen space. It could be anywhere else. Please. The cannon gauge becomes full and will not decrease after boosted attacks. Okay, so you get consistent boosteds after using it. So you use it, and you get consistent boosteds. Yeah. Interesting. You know what? How's the score animation? Eh. Outplayed. That does a lot of damage. Yeah. So you get consistent of those boosteds, which is like a little scatter shot in front of you. That's pretty neat. Is that good DPS, but you really only get like 2. Secure is pretty good. Pretty good secure. There's a Unite move. Jump up and charge. In an area that leaves Pokemon stunned, or, oh no, just, bound. Not bound. What is it? Immobilized, I guess the game calls it. They just can't move. The position of the area can be adjusted. It just fires a bullet ball of flame, dealing damage, and throwing them outside of the area. Oh, I see. So you can't move when you're in it while it's charging, and then it stuns you by stun and shoves you. That's wild. So it takes a second. Oh, no, 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 no. So while it's charging, you can move it, but it does nothing. Then, as it reaches the edge of this circle, then it stuns you. You're just fully stunned. You're not immobilized. You're just stunned. And then you get hit. That's rough. Classic attacker ult. It is susceptible to eject button, but at least this one's also susceptible to dashes, unlike most other ults. This one you can actually just dash out of, but he can move it, so it's like, eh. That Tura ult was rude. Okay, let's take a look at the other moveset then. Looks like it's about here. We didn't see the plus versions, but I mean, we kind of know what they do. Here's Side Shock Plus. Increases the move's area of effect. It's just bigger. Whatever the other one is, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just cooldown reduction or something. Upgrade increases the range of this move and basic attacks. Yeah, it's about as simple as I expected. Let's get a look at the new moves. Generate a fierce vortex of fire, dealing damage. Every time the Pokemon deals damage, its defense and special defense are increased. Okay, so Fire Spin is kind of the opposite of Armor Cannon. So it's kind of like a pseudo all-rounder with this build. Back up to 3 times while the vortex is active. The duration is increased if the user hits opposing Pokemon with a basic. So you can basic while using Fire Spin. And you can just kind of tank. It has quite the range. It's quite a bit bigger than your basic attack too. That's pretty good. Pretty big. You don't have a lot of health to make use of it, but it's a good chase tool too. That just seems like a really good move in general. It's just on an attacker. Like Ho-Oh's Fire Spin, but you have less health. Here's Flame Charge. What's it do? It's a dash. Who would have thought? Even harder to get out of Fire Spin. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that as a nerf that comes to the character. It's just Fire Spin's range getting decreased to match the basic attack range. Focus of Inflame Charge, dealing damage and shoving. Interesting. Granted a shield, and the cooldown is reduced. For a short time after, the cannon gauge becomes full and will not decrease, so you get consistent boosteds again. So no matter what, your second ability will always give you infinite boosteds, but that's really just gonna be 2. It gives you 2 boosteds, basically. Interesting. Yep, it's a stun and a shove. Kind of strange that it shoves them away when you kind of want to hit them with fire spin. That's a bit of an odd choice. The character doesn't seem to have any kind of healing. So it's an attacker that really needs a support again, which is nice. We haven't had any of those in a while. Like this is a mon that can really use like a Blissey in the back or something. A Clefable running around healing. Maybe a Comfey, but I mean they're pretty slow. Feels kind of like a waste. Any other support would do better. Like literally any of them. That maybe Sableye. Even Mime honestly would probably do better. Like, it doesn't have much damage and it doesn't have much health. It's basically just like consistent damage. It's, you know, attacker style. Except for that. But that's level difference against bots. That doesn't count. Yeah, when its moves are down, it really has no sauce. It has nothing. If it misses the flame charge and fire spin is on cooldown, it just has nothing. It has no sauce. It has nothing. Even honestly, even the fire spin doesn't do that much damage. It just keeps it alive. Honestly, I don't know if I'm feeling this build. It looks kind of fun, but walking up into your enemy's face when you have less health than an all-rounder with no healing to speak of, it just feels like Muddy Water Gudra, but without the health or damage. Honestly, even its dash might be worse. Yeah, it doesn't even reset on farm. If you missed that flame charge, you were kind of just a sitting duck. And there's a Darkrai. Alright, well, never mind. I see they haven't gotten the models quite right yet either, because I feel like Cerulet or Armarouge is a little small here, and Darkrai looks way small. Like, compare Darkrai to Dratini here. Look at Dratini. Dratini's huge. Look at Darkrai. He's so small. So I think they're still sizing them. I don't think they're quite ready for PTS yet. Still a bit small. Probably so you can see the effects better or something. I don't know if I'm feeling it. This build feels like it has no damage, it has no sauce, it has some mobility if you just outplay your opponent. But if your opponent outplays you, you're boned. Like, competitively, it just feels like your opponent's going to be looking to dodge that flame charge. And if they succeed, you're boned. I mean, heck, I baited out an Absol's Night Slash earlier. Just like, you just one dash backwards and they're boned. Not the Absol per se, but alright. Yeah, the ult's not much of a chaser. Not as much range on that ult, honestly, as I would have thought. I don't know if like maybe he just didn't aim it for. No, that's the range of the ult. The range of the ult is kind of lackluster, honestly. For how much damage it does, that makes sense, but it's kind of weird seeing a pseudo-ranged attacker, semi-range really, half of its range, half of its melee. It's kind of weird seeing a semi-ranged attacker with an ult range that's actually reasonable. When you compare it to the likes of like Gardevoir, Cinderace, Decidueye, Greninja, right, Duraludon even. thing's got like no range. It's weird. It almost feels too balanced. I don't know about this build. I think this build is gonna get some. I think it's gonna benefit from being on the PTS. It feels like it could use some love. It needs something. I don't know. Maybe the flame charge resetting is enough to carry it. Maybe it is. Still got no healing though. Doesn't seem like a build you would want to play with randoms. It feels like you would really want a like a pocket. You really want a pocket with that build, and even then, the pocket is better off being on almost anyone else. This feels like a build for fun. It feels like it's for fun. It's not really competitive. It's not really made to be super strong or good. It's made that you can put a ton of resources into it and do well. It seems like it's made to do really well in duo, like ranked, and not much else. It doesn't seem like it would be very good anywhere else. Armor cannon looks good. Psyshock looks broken. I get the feeling you're not really going to use the boosteds very much if you use Psyshock. But I mean, like, that just means that you're not in range of the enemy. So I'd say that's just an absolute win. Character looks cool. It looks like it actually has a lot of places where you could balance it. You know, like how fast the ult charges, how fast the ult, like starts up. Like the range on Psyshock, the area of Psyshock, armor cannon's range. There's a lot of places where I feel like they could tune it. I'm sure there's places where they could change fire spin flame charge as well, but I don't know, not feeling it. Flame charge does give a shield, that's true. So it technically has some form of healing. And in a good way, too, because it means it's not going to overlap with the support's healing, right? Like, it's not... It gives itself a shield so that the support can heal more, which is a good thing. When a mon is balanced around, like, having a support with it, it's good when it gives itself shield, not healing. That's good. I don't know. I feel like the character's very well designed. I feel like it's very well designed. I feel like it has a lot of places where they could tweak its balance. It feels like it's probably not going to release quite balanced. It feels like Fire Spin Flame Charge. I feel like you're not going to mix and match these moves at all. Fire Spin, Flame Build is what I will say. Flame Build and Armor Build. Flame Build feels like it might be a little under. Armor Build feels like it might be a little over, and it'll probably take a couple of patches to kind of find the middle ground, but I think it'll release in a good state. That seems good. I like that one. Let's check out Darkrai. He's so small. Why are you so small, bro? Oh, okay. He's got Calm Mind, and it looks like Will-O-Wisp and Incinerate. Interesting. Not PTS ready. Not PTS. He's not coming out for another couple months. He's not ready yet. Calm Mind focuses mind, increase its special attack. Okay, so it is a special speedster. Special attack, special defense, and movement speed. And movement speed. Interesting. That makes sense. It's just a speedster. Okay, so we've got another special speedster. Very rare. It's been a while. Still don't have a special all-rounder, I would like to point out. They made Armor Rouge an attacker, specifically because it was special attack. Would like to point out, once again, that they have specifically avoided making an all-rounder that is special, again, even though it clearly should have been an all-rounder that was special, again. But Armor Rouge, Armor Cannon feels like an attacker move. Psyshock feels like an attacker move, unfortunately. You can tell by how broken and ranged it is. So, fair enough. I'll call Armor Rouge an all-rounder. Or I'll call it an attacker. Mega Mewtwo should have been special. We're just saying. I'm still bitter. I'm telling you, One day they're gonna start making special all-rounders, and Mega Mewtwo X is gonna be special. They're gonna switch it. I'm telling you. It may not be next year. It may not be the year after. What? Apparently, Hypnosis does damage. I'm sorry. Did I just miss the description of that? I don't remember the description of it. Pretty sure the video started with him picking Hypnosis. Yep. Okay. Yeah, I just missed it. This is user employ hypnotic suggestion. Alright. Dealing damage and making them fall asleep. It's just Gengar again. But you can't teleport to them. Is that what I'm getting out of this? Yep. So they have a second before they fall asleep, so they can eject button if they're fast. Not on ping, but you know, in general. That's pretty neat. And you see Calm Mind, it buffs your attack, defense, and speed. Interesting. Yeah. You can't teleport. It doesn't have an active. You just use it. It's hard to say because it's a level 3 speedster. You're not ever supposed to be level 3 when you're hitting someone with that, but the Jungle Invade, right? So it seems this character seems very susceptible to Jungle Invade. I'm not gonna lie. This model clearly isn't done either because for some reason it has feet when it's scoring. Anyone else see that? Is that supposed to happen? I don't remember Darkrai's animations in game. I don't remember it having feet. That's new. That's new to me. Because it certainly doesn't have feet while it's walking. Yeah, that animation definitely is not finished. Is it supposed to do that? I would assume it would just fly up, not. I know it's supposed to it's supposed to eat your nightmares, but I don't think it's supposed to be giving you the nightmares. That's horrifying. Oh, okay. Hypnosis does 2 ticks of damage. Never mind. Still not very good. It's still very susceptible to jungle invades, but you'll probably die for it, which is not good. That is quite a hefty amount of damage for a level 5. Ooh, what a miss. Devastating miss, though. So when you hit with it, it does a little bit of damage, and then it's like Future Sight, where it does a ton of damage when it runs out. Which is kind of crazy. It's also not very good for a speedster, because it means that a lot of things can kind of just like... Oh, I guess there's not a lot of things. I guess unless you're a defender or support, there's not a lot of things you can do, and those are the classes that are supposed to be good against a speedster, so I guess that kind of works. There's Ho-Oh's. Is that Ho-Oh's Unite move? Or is that No, that's Fire Spin. That is Fire Spin. And then there's Armarouge's Fire Spin for some reason. It's not done yet. Don't worry about it. Dark Void. Also, I just noticed. I haven't noticed this before. El Chico EV has switched to English for their gameplay leaks. I just noticed all the move names have just straight up been in English, and they've been the new moves instead of the old ones. That's interesting. That's cool. Has the user fire balls of darkness. Alright, sounds like something from Pajama Sam. An opposing Pokemon dealing damage and marking them. When dealing damage to marked Pokemon, marks are removed. So they get this at level 6, oddly enough. At level 5, they still have Hypnosis for their first gank. Not sure why. That didn't go so well when they did it for Zera. In fact, it still doesn't go very well for Zera, because they never fixed it. They fixed it for Gengar, but not for Zera. You still get your movement option first, which barely does damage. And Claw, which is probably the single worst speedster move in the game. Starter or otherwise. So that's interesting. It will assuredly have it will assuredly not have its move for the first gank. Never a good sign. Never a good sign. But we'll see, I guess. It's only the first move. No need to make judgments. When the user deals damage, the marks are removed, and the opposing Pokemon falls asleep. I see. Man, this Pokemon with Wigglytuff and Snorlax is going to be miserable, isn't it? Just asleep, wake up, asleep, wake up, asleep, wake up, just constantly. Gonna suck. Yep, there's that. You hit them, they fall asleep. But only once, it looks like. Only once. I only saw Sobble go to sleep once there. And here we have Nasty Plot. Let me guess, it's a buff. Gain 1 counter when moving in the designated direction. So it's a dash. That makes sense. Up to 2. Next to basic or boosted, consumes all counters and additional damage. Okay, so yeah, it's a buff. Just a damage up that you can store. 4-second cooldown. Probably not that big of a damage up then. You get 1, you use it. That's it. That's all there is. Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot. Damage. What that? Oh, they like shoot out after the fact. So hit. Very pathetic physical attack 180. And then the Nasty Plot comes in with an extra 460. Hot dang. And it's like Dark Thorns or something. It's weird. Cool. With an extra 460 damage each. Hot diggity. That's it's pretty good. I assume the upgrade of Nasty Plot is going to let you have an extra stack. Yeah, that's pretty good burst. And I like how it's like an 8-second cooldown total, but you can like use it up while you're fighting. That's cool. Here's the Unite move. Yep, into a Nightmare. So again, kind of Gengar-y. Pokemon inside the Nightmare take damage over time, so you can camp them out. Interesting. When the user deals damage to the opposing Pokemon, damage is also dealt that same opposing Pokemon outside of the Nightmare. What? I guess that... Okay. So that's just a funny way to say you go to the dream world, but realistically it's just a filter over the screen. Okay. But they got, it's Pokemon. They got to keep their canon intact. This move is used, all the users' move cooldowns are reset. So it is very Gengar-y, where you use all your moves and then you ult. And then you use all your moves again. Because, special speedster, I guess. I guess that's going to continually be a thing. I'm surprised in the Nightmare all your basic attacks don't also do special damage. I really kind of expected that. The Nasty Plot effect's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. There's the ult, just taking constant damage, and it's just you and them. That's wild. It doesn't seem like the Machamp who was there, or the Machoke rather, can actually do damage to Darkrai. Only the Drizzile can. So it just turns it into a 1v1, which is exactly what a speedster wants. That's really cool. Maybe not with an Inteleon specifically, because, well, broken. Especially since it just got buffed. Bullshit. We'll get to that. But that's interesting. And then you can kill it. For some reason it says Cinderace killed him, but we'll leak. It doesn't work. Don't worry about it. Oh! Did you see that? Take note of this. Look at this. Here's that. He does Dark Void. And here's the ult. He uses the ult right there. See? It's full here. You press the ult and you immediately get 20% of it back, which is bullshit. But we'll get to that in a second. Look carefully where the Drizzile is when he hits him. See, he's right there. He walks away smoothly. Look at that. As soon as he died, for 1 frame, the Drizzile where you first hit them is in a nightmare bubble. But you, as Darkrai, continued moving. But the Drizzile is just sitting there. So this might be, count 'em, a 4th Slowbro ult. Count 'em, this is a 4th Slowbro ult. We now have Slowbro who does this, Mimikyu who does this, Charizard who does it for a short time, and now you're telling me Darkrai also just sits your butt right down and stuns you for like a solid 5 seconds. Because I bet in the real world, the enemy team sees the Drizzile right there and can hit them. Maybe the Nightmare Bubble means that they can't be hit. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. I think this might be, count 'em, our 4th Slowbro ult. Oh no. Not again. Why? We don't need more of these. We need less. Can we just get double the effects of full heal? Just make them last twice as long at this point. Just have it last like 4 seconds. Just 4 seconds of unstoppable. Just make Machamp useless. Not like it wasn't already anyway. That's interesting. So the description is a bit more literal than I thought. It is very much that your dream self starts moving around, but you are in the real world still and just sitting there getting murdered by the enemy team. Which is pretty rough. That is pretty rough. Well, I know what we're testing in a couple of months. That's weird. Is that the actual animation? That's so weird. Why? Why does he just grow legs to reach the hoop? He's like a child that needs a step stool. Why? Here's the plus version. Upgrade applies a slowing effect. That's cool. So a ranged slow. Wait. Yep, there's the ult. You see this? He's about to take Snorlax damage. He ults. It connects. He's in the dream world. He's unstoppable. Takes no damage. Takes no damage. You can use it as not only a full heal, but you can use the ult as an invincible dodge, just like Zoroark's Old Illusion. Which, by the way, super hypocritical of them to take away the iframes of Zoroark's Illusion ability, but Darkrai gets like 5 seconds of invincibility. Oh, I guess he's not invincible while he's in the dream world, but only the nightmare Pokemon can hit him. But that's effectively a lot of invincibility. It's like, this is like 5 to 10 seconds of pseudo invincibility, and that's kind of broken. He also gets a shield for it, too. Now he's back here and getting minced. You do not win these, my dude. The cavalry. There's a slight slow, but it doesn't matter in the flux zone. Well, that's pretty cool. That ult seems pretty good. Was that the range of the ult? What is this? What is this range? Did I miss something? What is this the range of? Dark Void doesn't have a second hit. The basic surely doesn't have this much range. Does it? Oh, it does. Never mind. That's just the range of the basic attack. Or the boosted, rather. Alright, sure. Very, very, Dragon Pulse on Duraludon. You know, like, the activation box is, pretty big. It is basically just full map, full screen. Yep, that's just what the boosted does. Alright, sure. Fair enough. Looks like the boosted does special damage. Yeah, you can absolutely get 1v1'd. You can absolutely get 1v1'd in your ult. But you are a speedster, so the odds aren't looking great for whoever you're 1v1'ing. Yeah, if you run eject button on this, I really feel like you could just hide in a bush, ult whatever their attacker is in the back, and just eject button out of whatever ult they're about to hit you with. And then they just lose. They just lose that fight no matter what. I don't think there's a single mage that would be able to 1v1 a speedster if they miss their ult. Yeah, Mew could probably time it out, but it's not really missing their ult now, is it? Yeah, it's pretty good damage. That is interesting. I didn't see what Nasty Plot Plus did. Whoops. It was a while ago. I was not paying attention. Apparently we just don't get to see what Nasty Plot Plus was. We just don't get to know what the Plus version did. There we go. Upgrade resets this move's cooldown when an opposing Pokemon falls asleep. Yeah, that's just as good. I was just expecting it to be a third counter, but that works too. Kind of turn into a pseudo Gengar. It's very similar to Gengar, but better. I think I would really need to play with this one, but let's see what the alternate moveset is before we go judging. Let's just go ahead and skip to the plus versions of the moves and see what they do. Takes a while. Level 4 Froakie at 3 minutes. Shadow Claw Plus. We only... screw me for being smart for once. Increases the damage dealt by this move. Great. What's the rest of the move do? PTS. Leak. Why? Alright, well. Back we go. How dare you be clever, I guess. Alright, Shadow Claw. Slash in the designated direction. Dealing damage, slows, and marks. Dealing damage to a marked. They fall asleep. Okay, very similar. When this move hits, it can be used again. User deals damage with bigger claws. Damage increases if they're opposing Pokemon that activated Bad Dreams. What? I assume that's the other second ability. Activated Bad Dreams. What? Is Bad Dreams his passive? Let's get a look at what Shadow Claw actually is. Yep. Use it, and you just get to use a bunch of Shadow Claws. That's a Speed Flux Zone. You moved. Goal interrupted. That is horrifying. That is horrifying. Was that... That's the second hit of Shadow Claw. That's the first hit of Shadow Claw. I see. That is horrifying. And here's Dark Pulse. Okay. What's Bad Dreams? Is that the passive? I don't know. I guess we never will, because we were never shown it. So, whatever. Hide in Shadow and create 6 Shadow Clone Jutsus. While the shadows are active, the user can freely move between them. Interesting. Oh, I see. So that's like the purple circles on the ground as the shadows. The move can be used again 2 times, so you get 2 teleports. The user appears from a shadow or releasing a horrible aura. Okay, so just damage. Alright. While the user is hiding in a shadow, it can use Shadow Claw to attack with claws from that shadow and deal damage. I see. So it's a shadow dash, and then you can claw out of the shadow, and you can teleport twice to other shadows. Like that. I see. So, okay. So you can Dark Pulse into the ground. Then you can Shadow Claw from whatever shadow you choose. The Shadow Claw to the top one. And you get a second Shadow Claw, because Shadow Claw, if you hit with it, you can use it again. You get a second Shadow Claw, comes out of the right one. Then you can Dark Pulse, come out of one shadow. And then you get another use of it. And then you actually physically come out of the shadow that time. The first time, you just pop out. You just, like, do some damage. Okay. It seems like a very difficult move to use, but it doesn't seem like you can get hit at all while you're doing it. You're invincible the whole time, and you're unstoppable while dashing. It's invincible the whole time. It's definitely a lot more skill-based, because I feel like anyone that knows it looks like you can't actually hit in the spot that you go to, right? So wherever you dash to, you can't hit that spot anymore. Oh, you can. It's just unwieldy. I would assume that if you just left the stick neutral, it would attack there, but nope. You have to actually specifically hit it. Maybe it's not finished. Maybe they'll mess with it. They certainly have tried that with Spark a few times, and it hasn't worked yet. Shadow Claw, Dark Pulse. You can Dark Pulse again, pop out. Yep. It seems real committal. I won't lie. It seems very committal. But you're also invincible for like a solid 10 seconds, which is a new level of unfair. Like, you thought Dodrio was bad. And you can choose to pop out of the back one, so it's like, that's rough. Insta-ban from hide and seek. Instant ban. It's not even out yet, and this is banned. Only a 10-second cooldown for that, huh? That's pretty much a 50-50 ratio on invincible to cooldown. That's rough. Doesn't seem like you can cancel it. Other than just mashing Dark Pulse, I guess. That's kind of funky. Alright. Shadow Claw just deals more damage when we get the plus. What does the Dark Pulse plus do? took a while, but we got there. Only a minute left in the game, but we got there. Barely. Upgrade grants the user a shield when this move hits. Because it wasn't invincible enough, I guess. Alright. Sure. This is like the mime of invincibility. Mime combined has like maybe 20 seconds of stun. Darkrai, all things considered, has probably close to like 15 seconds of invincibility. Technically only like 5 for one Pokemon, but 15 for 4 of the 5. Which is pretty insane. That is a lot of invincibility. Apparently that's the only way they could think of to make a speedster good in this meta. In this unbelievably rancid stun meta. This is the only thing they could think of. What do you mean fix the stun? Nah, we'll just make you immune to stun. You know, the only thing that counters a speedster? Oh, okay. Silly me, what was I thinking? Server updated, please restart the game. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Apparently I have been kicked out of the game. Apparently the update was now. Even though I thought it wasn't for another 2 minutes, but what do I know? Oh, it's really checking that game version. Oh, there it is. Yep, it's updating. Alright then. Well, back to what we were doing. I just thought I'd put that out there. Ah, God. Oh, God. Let's try it 20%. Psyduck! It's Psyduck. I didn't see what Confusion did because I was confused by how loud that was. As the user release weak telekinetic force towards opposing Pokemon, dealing damage and leaving them unable to act. While the mysterious power is active, damage dealt to opposing Pokemon is increased. Okay, let me actually read that again while paying attention. Dealing damage and stun. Alright, yep. Classic secure move on a support for some reason. Damage dealt to that Pokemon is increased while they're under the debuff. What does it look like? There it is. While they're stunned. It looks like it's just while they're stunned. It doesn't really say anything else about the debuff while the mysterious power is active. I assume that's just while they're stunned, basically. There's a little blue glow, but I mean that's really hard to see. Looks like there's no boosted on this one. And it also looks like the debuff only affects the first one you hit. I can't tell because it just straight up killed that one. But it doesn't look like the other one's taking more damage. 129 is the default physical attack. The Confusion does almost double that. Nope. It doesn't seem to do any more damage at any point. Tail Whip. That Tiny Tail is using Tail Whip. Dealing damage, slows, decreases special defense. That's crazy. Why is that so good? It feels like what Tail Whip is actually supposed to do, as opposed to all of the Eevees that just use it as damage. Special defense is decreased by a greater amount while the mysterious power is active. I don't know if maybe that's Psyduck's passive again that we've never seen, like Bad Dreams is for Darkrai, or what? I don't know. Maybe when we see it used here, we can see the mysterious power. Yep, there's just the blue glow. It's just a small blue glow, and they take more damage. And there you see a basic did 136. No, that's about the same. I can't tell. But then again, its special defense is getting decreased, and Psyduck's basics do physical damage, because of course they do. So, I don't know. Was this its special defense is decreased? No, it's just damage is increased. Yeah, so for some reason, Confusion increases damage taken, but Tail Whip decreases special defense. Weird. I went too far. And the special defense is decreased by a greater amount. Yeah, so it's not... It can't be the passive, because it has two different effects. Either that, or the descriptions are not finished yet. Maybe they didn't decide whether it increased damage taken or the lowered special defense yet. I don't know. The mysterious power decreases special defense on Tail Whip. Weird. Alright, sure. Whereas they use Confusion here. Nope, still only 136. Confusion's description might be a typo then, because it seems like it's not... It seems like it's not increasing damage taken. It seems like it's just decreasing their special defense. Because Psyduck's basics aren't doing any more damage while they're under the effect. So... Call it a hunch, but I think that they switched it from increased damage taken to just decreased special defense. Which is more balanced, so I'm behind that, but strange. Psyduck v Psyduck, classic. Oh, what was that? Was that the boosted? I can see that they clearly have taken some inspiration from the anime here, where like Psyduck eventually gets a bad enough headache, and the Pokedex, I suppose, where Psyduck eventually gets a bad enough headache that they suddenly unlock a ton of psychic power. And that seems to be whatever this is. The mysterious power from beyond the grave. The mysterious colors no one has ever known. Shout out to Overly Sarcastic Productions. And just how weird H.P. Lovecraft turned out to actually be. Then again, I guess it was the old days. Everyone was weird. I mean, just look at us today. We're probably weirder. Surf! The worst surf in the game! Let's go. As the user create a wave in the designated direction extremely slowly. Dealing damage and slowing. Not even stunning. Alright. It really might be the worst surf in the game. Opposing Pokemon hit by this move already have a slowing. They are shoved. Alright. Cool. Not great. User can ride the wave for a short time, not great, and use basic attacks and moves while moving. Okay, so the surf isn't very good, but you can do the rest of the stuff during, so that's pretty cool. Ally Pokemon have their speed increased, that's cool. Used again, the user stops and creates another wave. While the mysterious power is active, the user will create 2 waves. Oh! I understand now. The mysterious power is Psyduck with a headache. And that's when you see like the blue lines going across his headache bar, is what I will call that. So that's just his headache bar, and when it fills up, he has mysterious power from beyond the grave. From beyond the mind. And that's when you get the secondary powers, like increased damage taken, lowering special defense. Getting a second wave, apparently, is the surf. That's pretty cool. There's the surf, there's a second surf. Alright, well the other surfs in the game are really good, so it might still be the worst surf in the game, but it's not bad. It's probably the worst movement option, but it ain't bad. See, like, that's very slow. That is very slow, and its turn circle leaves something to be desired. But you can attack during it, so... The surf itself is not particularly bad, it just isn't a solo act. The mysterious power from beyond the mind. And now you decrease special defense. Whoa. And a second wave. Whoa. Yeah, there's a second wave too. Whoa, whoa. That's pretty cool. I kind of like this. It's a normal Pokemon that now gets like a comeback mechanic gauge. You know, like they get the Mewtwo boosted bar, the transformation bar. Its damage is still kind of pitiful compared to the other supports, the other Surfs in game in general. But it's not a damage move, it's a utility move. That's pretty cool. The total movement's pretty good. Total movement's pretty cool. By itself, not great. You're not carrying with this Surf. Psychic or Disable? We've got Surf Disable here. What's Disable do? Disable. I don't know what I expected. It's damage. Alright. Not what I expected, but sure. Okay, they just suddenly became the mysterious power from beyond the mind. Let's see what Super Disable does, if we can. Stun, slow, and it looks like it might have decreased special defense again, because it looked like they took more damage than they should have. Yeah. Dreadnought here takes about, like what? 184 basic. And 550 special. What does this Psyduck take? $728 special, yeah. I mean, Psyduck probably has a lot less special defense than Dreadnought does, so we could probably account for that. But yeah, 245 basic and 513 special on a basic attack on a boosted. Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure you get boosted while you have the mysterious power from beyond the mind. I think when you have a headache, you get a boosted basic. It seems like it's probably doing more damage. We can't be sure unless I like go back here and like how much damage did he take? 831 wave. He transforms, and then we don't get any more damage. I don't know if he even hits him. No, he doesn't even hit him, so. Not sure what filled the gauge so quickly. I'm not entirely sure how Psyduck's gauge works. I feel like it's movement based. It feels like the more they move, the more it fills up. I can't really tell. Because it just like suddenly starts filling up a ton for some reason. I'm not sure why. But here it's not like filling up at all. Is it when you're in close proximity to an enemy? Because it's not when you take damage. It doesn't seem like it's when you take damage from an enemy either, because it really didn't fill up at all when he got hit by Psyduck. Is it just being in close proximity to an enemy? See, like there, it just filled up a ton. And as soon as he gets close to the enemies, it seems like it fills up a bunch. But like while moving and getting hit, it doesn't seem to change at all. Maybe it's just being close to the enemies, like they're making too much noise, I don't know. It just bounces off his poor skull, poor buddy. And he is level 9 and he is not transformed, so confirmed not Golduck. His Waddle is sassy. Look at that. Well, you can tell by the way I... Oh, that ult is fancy. Whoa, I don't remember what that does. Did we see that description? I do not remember that description. 3 mysterious psychic waves. It's Espeon. Decreasing the damage dealt by opposing Pokemon. Oh, that's very useful. After using this move, the user's headache gauge, I was right, greatly increases from unleashing its full power. Okay. So it basically just gives you mysterious power from beyond the mind. It just gives you a headache right then and there. Scoring does not give you a headache. Using Surf does not give you a headache. Walking doesn't give you a headache. Doesn't seem like anything really gives you a headache. Maybe it's only using Psychic moves. Does Disable give you a headache? Nope. It just seems to be getting close to an enemy. That seems to be the only thing that gives you a headache. That's the only thing I can think of. Yep, using the ult basically just gave it full. But he was already like halfway, so hard to tell. There's the double Surf. He's close to the enemy. Taking damage didn't really increase it. Being close to the enemy isn't increasing it either right now. Maybe it is taking damage. Yeah, he's right next to him and nothing. Maybe it's taking damage. Yep. And getting hit by the Azumarill Whirlpool is filling up a ton. So I guess it's taking enemy damage specifically. It has to be enemy player damage. Eh, fair enough. I like this Pokemon a lot, I'll be honest. It's a support that's like moving around constantly and dodging moves. I'd like a Mon that can dodge moves. And it has a gauge to manage as well, so it's actually more complicated. That's cool. You don't have much control over it though. So it's also not like a pain to manage. I don't know, I kinda like this. Armarouge, I'm kind of 50-50 on. Darkrai, I don't know, seems kind of busted. I feel like work citation needed. Oh boy! As opposed to Disable's description being Disable, here we have Disable Plus doing the exact opposite of what happened last time that stopped me from going ahead and checking what the moves did. First you game. Release electricity that limits that is designated Pokemon's moves. Huh. And stunning them. What? What do you mean limits the Pokemon's moves if they're stunned? What does limiting the moves do then? Does it just lock one of them? What does that mean? Spreads to nearby Pokemon 5 times. Can only spread to the same one twice. Opposing Pokemon hit by the electricity will have the cooldown of the last used move increased. Oh. So that's what it means by limits the moves. Their cooldown is increased. That's cool. That's really cool. No move on cooldown. The cooldown of the next move it uses will be increased. That's awesome. When an effect to increase a move's cooldown is applied, a slowing effect is applied while the mysterious power from beyond the mind is active. A number of times the electricity spreads increases. The Plus version increases the duration the Pokemon are stunned. That's awesome. That's really cool. What about Surf Plus? Create a wave. Yep, the same. Slowing effect, shoved. Two waves. Upgrade. Decreases damage dealt by opposing Pokemon that are hit by this move. Oh, that's sick. This Pokemon's sick. I honestly really like this one. Oh, and here's the alternates. I totally forgot it even had alternates. Dealing damage. Oh, well. Bubble Beam. Eject a spray of bubbles, dealing damage, and attaching 3 bubbles. When ally Pokemon deal damage with bubbles, a bubble bursts, dealing damage and slowing. When the Mysterious Power is active, damage dealt is increased. And the upgrade leaves them stunned when all the bubbles have burst. Bang! Alright. It is very much Lapras Bubble Beam. It has some range to it. You lose a lot of mobility, but that is some range. If they have a lot of dive, I can see this being good. That is a lot of damage. It's bots with a level disadvantage, but still, that is a lot of damage. Like, how does this Vespiquen compare? That's a pretty good amount of damage for a support. It's not amazing, but it's pretty good. And we have Psychic. There's the ult, just for reasons. Their Psychic is a long-range stun, it looks like. So this is stun build, I see. Bubble Beam can be interrupted. There was Psychic again. Or no, that was it. You activating the Mysterious Power from beyond the mind. Yep, long range stun on Psychic, it looks like. Here's Psychic Plus, what it do? Phew. I'm gonna have to turn on the fan in a second here, guys. Oh, great, thanks. Of course. Always one step ahead, huh? Decreases the special defense of opposing Pokemon hit by the telekinetic force. That's cool. Let me guess, it's a stun. Look at this wall of text. Where was this before? As the user releases strong kinetic force, dealing damage, continues to release a telekinetic force that took damage while closest to the center of the area of effect. What? While closest to the center of the effect. Okay, so the Pokemon that was closest to the center takes more damage? Oh no, if it's used again, the pulls the Pokemon in the designated direction. Is that whatever direction you want? While the mysterious power is active, the user leaves the opposing Pokemon stunned. So when you have a headache, you stun them as well. So it's a yoink? Oh, you can move them wherever you want. That's wild. So you can also stop them from chasing you if you hit them with it. The mysterious power from beyond the mind. Oh, he's dead. Really min-maxing that gauge. You are ready to go. Alright, well, we're not going to see what Psychic does for a while, because I bet it doesn't work on bosses. It doesn't. A gentle yoink. That's awesome. I love Psychic to death already. I'm exclusive. It's just like Vine Whip Goodra. Like I'm taking Psychic whenever I can. Power Whip, sorry, not Vine Whip. You getting to just yoink, yoink with Psychic. That's awesome. I so want that. Alright. That's about it for this. Yoink. Doesn't seem like it works on objectives either. There's the ult. Yeah, you can just move them wherever. Doesn't matter. Bonk. He's a little buddy. I love it. Yeah, no, that's pretty dope. That's definitely the one I am most excited for by far. I really like how that plays. I am actually really hyped for that. I'm hot as balls. Alright. I have to surrender. I'm turning on the fan. I surrender. Alright. What else was there? This is Spraggle's looking at the leaks. This. Supposedly there's new maps and new game modes that are coming that I've heard about, but I have not seen anything about.
Are you as shocked as I am? Well, you can't be, because I actually do know that this is coming. I did know for a little while, but I'm unbelievably excited. The 500-point version of Pokemon Unite is coming to the global game. It's being shown off at Worlds. That's the video you're going to see right here. I'm just going to give you a few things that you should know about it before jumping into it. I'm sure me and Doopsnacks are going to talk about it on the video, but I just want to tell you a lot of the changes you're going to see.
That's pretty.
Series here live in Honolulu, Hawaii. We've been teasing something since the start of the day.
All day.
I've been very, very excited about this. This is something I don't know if you would have expected, but I can't wait to share it with all of you right now. Let's take a look at what's coming to Pokemon Unite.
Run it.
Spring 2025. Whoa, orange team going for the final push. Yeah, I honestly do respect the fact that backcapping will actually be able to win you the game now, as opposed to before where it's just like, all right, you're gonna score like 100 and then the enemy team is just gonna wipe us at Ray and that's it, right? But if you're at like 450, then you might as well just like YOLO with 25 points into a goal, right? Like, that absolutely could win you the game, and the enemy has to defend against it or they lose. Right? Which means that they can't have, like, the 5v4 push in mid, or the game's over. Right? And honestly, I think this is a better comeback mechanic than Ray as it is. Right? Like, you being able to just peel off for some goals means that the enemy is forced to consider that and have counterplay in place. Otherwise, you know, like, they are just going to forego the game while they're winning, right? Because at the end of the game, you're getting double points, I assume. Honestly, maybe double points are gone. I think the Pikachu just scored 50 here. We don't see how many points they have, but we only know that they had at least 17 points.
The first team to score 500 points wins. Remote Stadium returns with new upgrades.
Thanks, I hate it.
Wild Pokemon, berries, and even scoring area have all been updated to keep things fresh.
Still looks the same.
Use of new AOS technology to spice up matches in fun and
The upgrade abilities that we haven't had access to yet.
This new mode is officially
That's
launching
pretty dope.
Spring. Stay tuned
Spring,
for more
huh?
info.
That's all we get to know.
Let's take a look at
Sad.
some of the differences here, Doopsnacks.
Well, 10-minute time limit we're all used to. There is no time limit in the 500-point battle. Team with most points wins. First team to 500 wins.
Zapdos now travels to opposing team's goal zones to apply its effect after it's defeated. Interesting. Defeating Zapdos immediately applies selection of buffs.
500-point battle mode. Run through the next ones.
That's pretty
Players cannot see
crazy.
the team scores in our current mode and our ranked mode that you're seeing here this weekend, but players can see the team scores here in the 500-point battle mode. Points are double after 8 minutes. That no longer happens in 500-point mode.
Oh.
Zapdos now travels to the opposing goals team. That's right. Zap is back to apply.
Okay, so
its
no more
effect
double
after
points.
It is defeated. Defeating Zapdos in a standard battle immediately applies its effect to the opposing goal zone. So There is so much
That's
happening.
pretty cool.
One of the biggest things is the EOS technology that is coming. Players can choose from a selection of buffs at different point thresholds. So at the start of a match, you have a slew of buffs that you can pick from. And from what it looks like, you're able to pick between one of 3 different random buffs that they give you. And there are some amazing ones. One that you and I geek out about a lot is that you could start the match, boom, at level 4 right away.
That
Busted.
Point threshold for that one is 0
That's
points.
A big 0
so that's
right
out
there.
of the gate.
Yeah.
And these EOS technologies, they're gated at 0.
That's pretty crazy for like an EV. Just starting the game as the evolved form, that's pretty crazy.
Right at the start, 50, 100, 200, and 350. So
You also have to remember that with the starting farm, that means you're probably going to be getting to the middle at level 5. And so like for a lot of attackers as well, that's really good.
Team progresses and gets more and more points, the buffs you get are ridiculous.
Yeah,
like
the
the
buff- yes.
350 point buffs are banana lands.
Yes, there are so many amazing ones. There are ones that will steal EOS energy from opponents with your auto. It's actually, yeah, we're taking a look at them right here. And then as you head towards the end, like Doopsnack's just talked about.
Because that basically means that you can start the game as Dragapult. You basically start as Dracloak, and you immediately start getting buffs for your Phantom Force. Like, you immediately start getting stacks for that. Instead of, like, the first 3 kills you get being worthless.
Near the end of a match where it starts to get insane, there are buffs that let lightning strike all the opponents.
Is there any other EXP ups? No, that's the only one. Let's see if I can kind of guess at what some of these do. So it looks like we have, obviously, start the game at level 5. It seems here we have KOs and farm gives you extra XP over the course of the game. It looks like here you do more damage against farm. It looks like KOs give you more XP again. It's just a stronger one. It looks like scoring gives you more XP. Oh, maybe this one is... Maybe this one... It looks like they're kind of based on a tier system, but it's kind of hard to tell what's high tier and what's not. It looks like this one is where you start the game at level 4. It looks like this one might be just your passive EXP gain goes up. Like your just passive EXP gain is always higher. I'm not sure what this is. If I had to guess, it's that the EOS energy dropped by farm is greater. You know, like how Zacian is by default just gets more EOS energy. Excuse me. I think that's what this does, is that farm just drops more EOS energy. This, once again, not sure. It's something to do with farm doing more. It's not damage, clearly. I don't think it's EOS energy, because there's no, like, circle around it. It's not EXP, because there's no EXP underneath it. So I don't know. It's something that would be late game, or like sort of mid game, because it's after you've scored 50 points as a team. So kind of early-ish. I'm not really sure what that would be. I can see down here that there's one where you get healed from farm. So if I had to guess, maybe this one is you get a buff after killing farm. That's the only guess I can really come up with, is that you get some kind of attack buff or scoring buff or something if you kill farm. This seems to increase your maximum EOS capacity at 50 points. This seems to increase your range for picking up EOS energy. This could be a number of things. Maybe the more EOS energy you have, the more damage you do to farm. Once again, maybe it's farm giving you more EOS energy. I'm not sure. Maybe it's at every time you kill farm, it can... Maybe doing damage to farm gives you EOS energy? I'm not sure. It's kind of strange. This one seems to be EOS energy going into a goal, maybe. So maybe it's... This one seems to be increasing your shield when you're standing on a goal. Maybe this gives you more. Maybe this gives you more shield. This gives you shield more often. It could be. This is literally just an AOS Pokeball. I literally can't get anything from this. You score faster. I don't know. This could be literally anything. This seems to reduce your cooldowns at 100 points. This seems to give you a shield on goal. Maybe gives you score shield. I don't know. This seems to increase your movement speed. This increases the goal shield again. Maybe this is a score shield. I'm not sure. It's very similar to the previous one, so maybe it's like dealing damage to a player gives you AOS energy. Maybe you steal the AOS energy from a player. I don't know. Maybe this lets you see in bushes. Maybe it lets you see on goals, whether someone's on a goal or not. Maybe it lets you see farther away. I don't know. This lets you score faster, I'm betting. You got me there. This I have no idea. I'll be honest with you, I have no idea what this one could be. Like, legit, literally no idea. Same thing as before. Just maybe on your goal you get more shield. Maybe on your goal you get passive points. Maybe when scoring you get a score shield. I don't know. It's a lot of them that look very similar. Scoring maybe gives you more AOS energy. Maybe you get more points scored when you score. Or maybe that's what this is. You get more points when you score. Maybe this is your scoring animation is shorter. I don't know. Or maybe that's probably what this is. Or maybe once again, maybe it's your scoring and maybe time to score is shorter. I don't know. This seems to give you a shield for scoring, or maybe it's a score shield again. I don't know. This just seems to increase your... Maybe you get like AOS energy over time with this one, because this increases your max. Maybe this maybe gives you AOS energy over time. At 350, this seems to maybe like warn you when there's an enemy Pokemon nearby. Maybe this like charges your ultimate. Maybe your ultimate charges quicker. I don't know. This seems to give you healing on goal. Your better healing on goal. Damage up, maybe. This reduces the time for your goal to heal you, or give you a shield. I think. Farm heals you, I guess. You know, like it's just you get more healing while hitting farm, and I don't know. Maybe you just get your ultimate back. Maybe your ultimate does more damage. Maybe its effects are stronger. I don't know. Those are some just guesses.
You that let you heal yourself and allies in an aura around you.
Ah, so it's maybe like an aura of healing. That might be this one, or it might be... It's probably this one.
That let you use your Unite move and then it get right back at 50% with...
It's probably this one, if I had to guess.
A 100%
maybe this
charge
one.
rate. The choices that players are going 50% with a 100% charge rate, the choices that players are going to make in AOS technologies are going to change the game in so many fun and dynamic ways. And depending on what kind of options you get, you're going to have these crazy amazing moments. Like for instance, we can see one of them on there where you can score instantly, or another one where you can hold 2
So, okay, so one's probably score faster, one's probably instant goal. If I had to guess, maybe this is like instant goal, maybe this is score faster.
times as much AOS energy.
Right, which is important.
You can score instantly, or another one where you can hold 2 times as much AOS energy.
Right,
Probably
which is
this
important.
one.
Now that the double point mode, you know, at the 8-minute mark in traditional that we're used to seeing in the UCS right now, obviously double points under that 2-minute mark. Well, now you have to get that AOS technology open to you to be able to score like that. And like Spray was just mentioned, one is carry double points, so you get up to that hundo burger in that sense. One is the insta score.
Oh yeah.
There's one where you rob other people's AOS energy on basic attack.
I assume that's probably what this one is you can steal AOS energy from players. I assume this is probably stealing them from farm.
One is the insta score.
Oh yeah.
There's one where you rob other people's AOS energy on basic attacks. Like, it's banana lands. It's crazy.
And we have got some
That's
matches
busted on
with
Decidueye,
this
I'm
mode
just
to
saying.
show you here. We're going to throw it up to the stage to meet some of our players. Take it away. And here we go, our first match here on the new mode in Remote Stadium 2.0. Team Zapdos, your purple team. Team Rayquaza,
seems to be the
your orange
Chinese
team. Let's see
server.
What they're doing in the top path here, running up. And like we said earlier, you're going to see objective spawn
Team Zap
very
versus
fast.
Team Rayquaza.
We're seeing the AOS technology in action right now. Sylveon kicked off at level 4.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah,
beautiful.
So,
I don't know what team I'm on, I'll be honest.
These,
it's hard to say.
Right now. But
as a Pokemon, I like Ray more by far, but in Unite, I don't know. I don't know how much I'm supposed to like either of them.
Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that.
That's the Copper Thorns! The Copper Thorns are out!
Right, we have the Copper Thorns out. And you know, I'm guessing looking at those thorns, they're reflecting some damage back. I cannot confirm that, but it looks like it for sure.
How's that Wiggly alive, dude?
Sylveon right here getting extremely aggressive. You can see Registeel in the bottom path. That hit the map at 15 seconds.
Yeah, now what we need is Team Rayquaza to realize that Rotom's there, and it's pretty darn important because it sieges some goal zones. Philly Beats You is going to move up with a little bit of Razor Leaf action, get bullied out quickly. Sylveon is huge. Copper Thorns!
Basic, no.
They're putting in a lot of work.
Should have died for the boosted.
Yeah, they're pushing towards this goal zone here, and you can see if this Rotom gets in, this is actually going to be huge. We got 50 points now for our purple team, Team Zapdos, so they have unlocked their second piece of AOS technology for all of their Pokemon, which could be a huge advantage. Rotom into the goal zone. They are scoring here. Dupe Snacks, something that people...
Huge. That was huge engagement that this arrow Rotom hit. But
we've been watching top, but like Bot has been doing way better. They only just got the 50 because the Sylveon got away with it, and they're super dead for it too.
But here's an interesting thing. Overdunking is gone, so all of your solo queue teammates who have always ruined your scores, don't worry about it. You can only score the amount of points that are in that goal zone. The rest of the points you have will be
that sucker punch had so much range. What the hell was that? Is a trick. It wasn't really that. It was max range, but it wasn't really any more range than normal. It's a trick of the camera.
A goal zone that has 4 points with 4 points.
You can kind of see where that Registeel showed up on the left side of the map there in the bottom path. Rotom still hitting in the middle. One thing that changed too, Ludicolo doesn't give you a buff on Remote Stadium anymore. Bouffalant, however, gives you kind of a hybrid.
Yeah, that's right. You get a little bit of a hybrid. You get some cooldown reduction, and at the same time, your auto attacks start to deal extra damage over time. Rotom's going to make this goal zone defenseless right here, and they're going to try to find an opportunity to score and break this goal. Unite move there from Absol at level 7. Something to notice here, the matches are a lot faster. And
interesting that they're still used to letting the character with worse score potential score. Why not, right? It's a lot easier for Greninja with 2 dashes to get in.
Doesn't matter how your scoring does. This Rotom is walking all the way. Orange team is getting out ahead. And
Machamp also still really used to just not, you know, like bad overcapping. Even though he should have just been mashing it.
As they are continuing to fight here. Sylveon up into the air, but Sylveon is going to go down. Right now, our purple team is behind. They have both hit another piece of AOS technology, but as the
it is weird, Ludicolo just not giving a buff at all.
And yeah, the springboard's faster, and there are more of them.
So stealing Ludicolo really is not going to be much of an issue.
Yeah, so once you're top tier,
I do kind of like it though, because all things considered, it does mean that things like level 4 evolutions on speedsters, you know, like EVs that can go to jungle and just like they can just take 1 buff and then leave, right? You know, like a Leafeon can just go in jungle, take middle farm, 1 Baltoy, and then Bouffalant, and then they're level 4, they're done.
Goal zone is gone.
They could even realistically just skip the Baltoy. They could just take Xatu, take the Buffalon, and be done.
Area where that Zapdos will be spawning and where Regieleki and Regidrago do as well. Nice job by the support and the defender core here to move forward and let Rotom kind of attack in. Nice telekinesis on the Absol. They've got an opportunity here. Rotom hits, more points can go
That
in.
goal is gone, dude.
Tons of pressure.
Yeah, they're pushing on the top path.
That's interesting. Why did that ult not shove?
Tons of pressure.
Yeah.
That ult didn't shove the Slowpoke? The Slowpoke? They didn't shove the Slowbro or the Sylveon.
They're pushing on the
And they clearly didn't score. It just didn't shove them at all.
Team Rayquaza pushing on the bottom
That's
path
strange.
Here. They're going to walk towards this goal zone and score as much as they possibly can. Now you see, Rotom is going to make the goal zone deactivated, but unlike our Rotom that has some points on it, or Regieleki now, it has no points. So you have to have pockets full of points so that you can score, as they're putting a ton into this bottom path. The bottom path goals, by the way, have more than our top path goals, so there's a little focus on scoring there if you can, so you can get your Eos technology faster.
These teams are starting to scrap a little bit. We just saw a Verdant Anger and a followed up Espeon Unite getting bullied out.
Yeah, there's the new Dynamic Punch as well. Interesting that they nerfed Absol's ult, it seems. It doesn't seem like it shoves anymore.
But now they're just kind of getting
which is odd.
Down 217, 248, which means what? Another level of Eos technology has been unlocked.
And now we have more pressure that's going to be heading towards the side of Team Rayquaza here. They take Regieleki. Regieleki is now walking from the middle of the map here up to the top path, and actually walking right by Regice and right by Rotom that they can also secure here for Team Zapdos.
And that's how you put tons of pressure on the goal path. Now, at least Team Rayquaza has shown up all together here to try and take this thing out, but it's still going to walk in their direction. I think it just saw Charizard Unite scoop up and smash down.
This is
the range,
interesting.
but they're finding themselves catching a receipt for popping that Unite.
There's just so much to do. There's so much to do on this map. I feel like there's been no downtime, and yet there's still just farm everywhere. I like the new, like, sort of map style as well, where you see the farm.
Yeah,
that's right. They're running towards this main goal zone. On the side of our screen right there, you can actually see Magnemite with a camera, and they're going to KO it right there. This
I don't know what about the
vision
map is
once
different,
one of
but it
your
feels
down two
different.
Goal zones is broken, but it can be broken by enemy players as well. As they're moving it, they got 350, which is massive right here. We have a huge bonus once they hit that. Their Eos technology choices are pretty insane, and you're going to see how they're going to affect the game right here. Very close right now, but Zapdos with that next level of Eos.
Oh, you can see what things they chose in the menu. That's convenient.
Very close.
There's the move menu, and you can switch to the tech menu. That's cool. I'm not really sure how it works though, because the Espeon here is dead with 18 points, right? But they have all of their slots unlocked. But the Venusaur here has scored 92 points, but the last one is locked. The team itself has 390, so the 350 slot is unlocked. This is the 0, 50, 100, 200, 350. I think it might be 250, not 200, but there's 250 and 350, right? But for some reason the Venusaur's isn't unlocked, even though they didn't die. Level 11, excuse me, 92 points scored, and the team has gotten over 390. So I'm not sure why this is locked. I don't know if you have to get a certain level with the Pokemon. Maybe your trainer has to be a certain level. You know, like how you can't use battle items until you're like level 5 or something. Maybe it's like that? Because this Charizard has scored 25, which is more than the 18. And the team has scored 250, but they have nothing. So, I assume that means that they, as a player, have not unlocked this, which means this team was severely underprepared for this, even though this is supposedly a commentated tournament match. And for some reason, they don't... Like, why? This doesn't make any sense. Why does this Charizard have literally nothing unlocked? Do you get, like, stat bonuses if you don't equip something? Like, what?
Zapdos with that next level of Eos technology
I don't,
is
what?
way up. As we have Zapdos coming... Oh, no, we have a a spawn coming in the middle of the map. When I see that timer counting in the middle of the map, I think it's Aptos, it's Rayquaza. No, it is not yet. It's either Reggie Drago or Reggie Alecki.
You just saw the little Magnemite holding the camera there. Reggie Alecki has spawned. It's a little pop of a Unite move there. As Reggie Alecki is getting shredded, and really Team Rayquaza needs it. But they're caught in a blender again. They're able to secure up.
Ninja had ult and they just didn't do it.
They're just kind of getting beat down. Nice Charizard Unite, 2 players down for Team Zapdos. We'll see how they recover.
And one thing you'll notice in this mode too, it feels like teams brawl for a little longer, and it feels like their focus is different with Absol right now.
See, look at that, the back cap, and now they're like a couple of, even really just one big score away from winning.
Depending on how much AOS energy they have 50 in the pockets of
They can only score 89 here, so.
Being able to win the game right here.
You saw the Reggie Alecki walk in. I believe it carries 60, and it lobs it into the goal.
With all the goal buffs too, they're getting really defend this unless he just misses his solar beam and gets memed. Yeah, Absol's getting some work done as backcapping here. Yeah, I think this is going to be way better for solo queue. You can really get away with a lot of stuff and it'd still be good for the team. It doesn't shove now.
Oh, with Charizard going down this top path, they're looking to end the game here. Very.
And that's about right. It's kind of weird though. Kind of looked like that second hit of Night Slash seeked. Right? It looked like it kind of sought out its target. But nope, there's the second hit of Night Slash and it's just normal.
We just closed out our first game of 500-point mode. And you could tell, I mean, that Absol
doesn't seem particularly balanced. Why didn't the Charizard have any, like, tech at all? That doesn't make sense.
Energy and just putting it in. Well, now we're getting right back into it. It looks like this Pikachu's going to take that central area again. Ludicolo.
Looks like it's the same two teams again.
Kind of hybrid Bouffalant buff that we have.
Yeah, and you saw Pikachu heading into the central area. That Pikachu, normally you'd get kind of mad at that, but here I'm just.
I guess I could watch this for another 14 minutes or so.
Towards this bottom path here, we do have the objective spawning in the bottom path here very soon. Moving in for a fight right now, seeing if they can take down this Charmander.
Just kind of pushing, just kind of pressuring. Ooh, good dodge. Good dodge of the Machop.
They can take one from both sides.
Yeah, and as
the Machop.
Those are 2 Registeals. They are.
There's an Eevee at. I can't help but notice that Eevee evolved at level 3. What? I see they're using Chinese beta rules, where everybody evolves at like level 5.
Below the tier 1,
there's a Haunter at level 4.
Equal opportunity to their own, but with
what?
A nice KO early means you could go the other way. Or we seeing Icicle Spears out of the Glaceon.
Looks like we are, as we're getting this Gengar.
That is a Haunter at level 4.
This thing's looking pretty.
It's level 5. That is a level 5 Gengar. Excuse me. That is a level 5 Gengar. What?
Level 5 Gengar, by the way, and also you saw Pikachu with the Unite move there at level 5.
Correct.
Which is
different.
Early.
It's
a little early.
When people get mad about EVs having that early Unite, ever heard of a level 5 Pikachu Unite? You have not.
Let's go! Level 5 Pika Unite, let's go! That's what I want to hear! Hell yeah!
Lucario moving in here trying to see if they can secure it, and no, they cannot.
That Krami is dead. They lived, that's criminal.
Picking up the KOs and walking some points, and these will be the first points of the match right here. Huge stuff.
Boom, baby.
They will be able to unlock that first piece of AOS technology once they hit 50, but points running into the bottom path.
Yeah, I mean, great job by Team Rayquaza.
Stun ignored.
A little bit up top, but these 3 players here have moved in and been able to at least attempt to get some points in to keep the balance. I'm a little
Hadouken! Lol.
Mean boy.
I'm a little concerned.
Gotta be careful with those bushes.
I mean, the 3 level 3s sitting on Team Rayquaza.
You missed. You missed both. You're cringe.
Drago is going to be giving you a buff that's very similar to what we have right now for Rayquaza.
You can see how
they're committing to this.
Kind of drifts, like
Zapdos team though, they're going for the middle objectives.
And it gives your team the buff. So sometimes it moves up, sometimes it moves down. And there was taken by Team Rayquaza. Good experience in their final.
Oh, it didn't steal.
And now they can maybe take
Pikachu lost their shield for it and didn't get it.
Yeah, and one thing is
they're on goal, getting tons of shield, tons of healing, but they're killing the Ray or the Row.
They already have a few broken. They're trying to stop this Rotom.
Getting some damage.
Trying to make some points happen in the top.
Good damage on the Mamo.
First piece of AOS technology, nice big volt
got big cram damage though. Got the kill. Mamo didn't quite die.
They're looking to score up here.
Well, Mamoswan's
Unfortunately, hit the
got 30, they're gonna go
Pikachu
for
with
it,
that
but
side
they're
beam,
staying
so
on
it didn't
top.
do
They've got a
much
good
damage
chance,
to the
and
Mamo.
one more. Okay, they got that 50 gate.
Just
and
need
they're ready to
one
go.
more
So
person to
in
help
base
up top
technology
here.
terms, they're on the same page. Nice Pikachu unite. So Orange is starting to find their footing, trying to hit a groove, but this Gengar's looking mean.
Yeah, Gengar's looking mean. And you can see that little blue
Ooh,
aura following.
barely
Zeraora.
lived that
I don't know
Machamp.
exactly what it is. One thing
Eos
I do know
technology.
is a piece
They
of
sound
Eos
ulted for it, didn't get it.
technology. I'm not sure which one.
Got
but
the
I can tell you
Lucario,
it's
though.
giving him a bonus.
Yep,
And that's
now
going to be
they're
the
trying to get
100-point
that
mark
100
for
point
purple
gate.
team.
New Eos technology unlocked for Team Zapdos. And again,
And this
now
Gengar has
they've
been
got
caught
this
out by the
Gengar.
Mamo, though.
Even the Glaceon has a unite move now.
Oh,
They're
but they
going to
killed the
start to be
Mamo
able to
instead,
push this
because
advantage, sending
speedsters
another
are weak to
Rotom down the
defenders, I
path,
swear.
As the rest of Team Rayquaza is still almost trying to level up.
Yeah, Team Rayquaza trying to get online right here as we have this objective being secured by Team Zapdos. This is going to walk towards the bottom path. We have it walk towards the top path also. One thing you'll notice is even though these objectives are secured, they have to make sure they have enough Eos energy to run to these goals. Score. And it looks like Rotom is walking, Regieleki is walking. They're doing everything they can to assault this bottom goal zone right here. You can see,
Yeah, it dunked its points and it's going to keep moving. So now Regieleki is a heck of a threat. Tom Burns stands in the way and they get put down by this Gengar who is just
There it goes.
sliding through.
Interesting. So because objectives can't overdunk either, they can just They can just steamroll right through a goal. I didn't think about that. That's pretty funny. Just went right through.
And now don't let that 50 banger in for free.
Well, that 50 is just going in for free.
Yeah, the Gengar is just
Free?
stopping right here, making sure they can score. They just hit 250 points now at 260.
Oh, that Lucario's on 1.
Bonus and a huge
That
advantage.
Flare Blitz has way too much range.
Rayquaza's not on this map, so it does make sense that Team Zapdos.
Gengar's just going to go and try and get a cheeky top objective. Nope, he went back down, going for points, I guess. Getting caught by the Lucario. Oh, Lucario's almost dead, but can't finish the kill. Pikachu saves them, goes right back in, dies anyway.
Yeah, here we go. Gengar moving now towards this.
Going for the bottom Rotom instead, completely unguarded.
Because they've lost their goal zones. In some way that can
Very
be an
nice.
advantage, but boy, if you give it up to your opponent, it's walking towards your goal zone very, very quickly, and that's what's happening right here. Gengar looking.
Yeah,
to
that
make
Lucario is in
Lucario
big
trying to
trouble
get a
again.
big KO. Yeah, it's a
Ooh, the
huge
eject button
level
just
difference
barely
right here.
saves him. He gets a
They're gonna
ton
try
of
to
shield
find
on goal,
on this
though.
goal zone, but they
Not
just
enough to
hit
save
on
you.
Gengar now scoring
And he's
down
going in.
the
He's going in
base.
for
They
middle
hit that
objective.
next bonus, and it's gonna be
He doesn't care that he's on low health, just like the Char.
Eos technology.
Char's just got a fiery trail behind him for some reason. Not sure what that is. Espeon ults. Good timing. Very good timing on the Espeon ult. Stunned a bunch of them so that they couldn't get the objective.
And now another goal zone's unlocked, but we've got everybody holding tons of points.
Everybody's going for the middle. Risky business. I think they should be going for top.
Obviously, multiple members of Rayquaza are going to try to stop them here as they are all coming off respawn. We have the chance.
Oh, they're taking some damage in the back there, though.
We have nothing on the side of Rayquaza to stop them. Another goes down, and they're trying to score in this top
Yep,
path
that's
right
rough.
Here. 50, that'll be nice. It'll be 44, and now we have 450 on the board. Only another 50 points into that main goal zone is what's needed. We're at the 6-minute mark, and this match could be in Nick Dukes.
Yeah, nice little Ice Fang on top of the Gengar.
I sure got a nice buff here, so that Machamp is super dead.
This is a great opportunity for Rayquaza. They need to find some levels somehow.
Need some attack speed on this Glaceon. Come on, show me what you got.
And here we go. If they can get these points
No, they're
in
not.
from
They're not
Espeon,
getting
they
that
can
in.
win this
They
match.
need to
It's
back
gonna be
off.
tough. Charizard's on
They
his way back.
cannot
Mamoswine is
win
on his
this.
way back.
Straight
Big-time
up.
Unite move from the Espeon, and you can see multiple members of
Yeah,
Team
Espeon
Zapdos
died.
with huge timers
Glaceon
right now.
doing
This
some
actually
damage
could
against
be
Char.
Team Rayquaza.
Yeah, and that's kind of
They
the thing,
just
right? They're
barely
getting-
backed off
they're
in
so
time.
close to the
If
goal zone,
Charizard had
they're
like
50
one
points
more
away.
hit of
I've
shield,
got
they would have
50
won
points I
that.
can go score, but they lost sight of what helps them do that. The Regieleki in the middle, the Rotoms in the top and bottom path.
Yeah,
that
there's a
can really
lot of
stress
farm
and
on the
pressure
map. It's
and help their team
insane.
out so you can cross the finish line.
Yeah,
And now
Orange
we have
team
Team
is
Rayquaza
all up on
moving into
this.
the
They
middle
just
of the
used their
stage.
moves.
They
Now's a
can
good
get
time
this
for Cram to just like ult and do some
Meanwhile,
damage.
They have to be worried that at any point
There you go.
walk towards their main
Little
goal
late,
zone in this
but,
thing.
you know,
Cram,
do what
Pikachu
you
with
can.
Unite,
Cram's gonna get a
Gengar's
ton of
coming in to
damage
clean
off this.
everything up.
Pikachu's like full health
Looking
though.
for 'em. They're finding 'em on
Cram's
the
just
three
walking,
points.
no
That
damage,
Steph
just
goes
walking.
out and
All right.
the TV. We're right on
Oh,
back.
okay,
This
cool.
is back. Am I stepping on something? Every time I lean over, it goes away. 450. This is ridiculous if that's me again. 450 points
Stop it.
450 points here as they're looking to score in that main goal zone. Gengar with a 3 KO was looking to push there, but every member of Team Rayquaza
Regieleki will not be stopped.
Walking, looking to score some more points, and it does throw 80 points into that bottom goal zone. They're putting up a fight right here as
it's a fight, but Zapdos once again has all their buffs, and Rayquaza doesn't even have their penultimate buff yet.
So well early in the game is taking those objectives to help them push. I said it before, but you can see how critical the objectives are, and finally, Big Zap has hit the map.
That's right, Zapdos is here.
All right, who has ult? Nobody on Zap has ult. Pika has ult. Espeon just got their ult. Very nice ult from Espeon.
Trying to get the secure. Mamo's low.
What a perfect time to get that ult back. Pikachu goes down, 4 of them down. Charizard's defending main goal. Because if that Gengar gets that score in, they win. This is what I'm telling you about the back cap. That's what I like about it, is that this Gengar can peel off trying to, you know, push their advantage and get a 50 in. They get that 50 in, they win. So Charizard literally has to stay back here and not go for the Zapdos, because otherwise they lose. I like that. And I think it's very good for solo queue as well.
Take it down.
That was the correct play for that Gengar to do that. And it's nice for that kind of play to be the correct play in some situation. And Charizard guarding that goal wasn't even enough. You can actually push on main goal now because of all the buffs. They had such a buff lead that they were able to actually push on main goal. That's awesome. At the moment, main goal is kind of just like, oh cool, I win this fight. Awesome. And the only thing that can counteract it is the incredibly BS that is Ray Shield.
Again, why wouldn't they? Rayquaza is gone in 500-point mode. Zap is back.
The 500-point mode is taking place on the new remote stadium map. So it's a new map with some big changes. First of all, the game does not have a 10-minute timer.
It's a
score threshold. The first team to hit 500 points wins regardless of how they in the goal zone now, as opposed to just being slowed in a flux zone, which is a little bit of a change. And now on the goal zone mode we play now. First off, on a goal zone, the enemies are going to be slowed on the goal zone now, as opposed to just being slowed in a flux zone, which is a little bit of a change. And now we also have Rotom and Zapdos behaving slightly differently on this map. However, Rotom still heading towards a goal, looking to shut it down so that you can score on it. Zapdos being very interesting. So let me talk to you about Rotom really quick. It spawns in the top and bottom path, and it respawns after 60 seconds of being knocked down.
Which is neat.
There are more aggressive, intense fights around these objectives. Now, Zapdos is also interesting. It will appear in the center of the map at the 8-minute mark, so very similar to what we have now with Rayquaza, right, or previously with Zapdos. Zapdos is in the center at the 8-minute mark, and then once you KO Zapdos, it will walk towards enemy goal zones, and it will attempt to shut them down, very similar to Rotom, so that you can score in them. If it makes it to a goal zone, it will shut them down. Now, the interesting thing that you're going to see here is once Zapdos goes down, and you're able to KO it as it's walking towards your goal, it's going to come up again in 30 seconds. So it's not like we've taken matches that have been 10 minutes and they've turned them into matches that are 25 minutes. The games still get pretty intense right around that 8-minute mark. And in fact, some games are going to end before the 10-minute mark would have ever happened. The interesting thing also is Zapdos is going to be walking towards a singular goal, right? It's not going to shut down every goal on the map, which is going to lead to a lot of really interesting counterplay for the team that doesn't get it. They could try to stop it, they could rush to score, they could have someone try to defend against it while the rest of their team is looking to do something else.
Just throw a Blastoise at it, that always stops whatever push is happening.
Strategy is around what happens after Zapdos in this new mode. We also have Regidrago and Regieleki that spawn in the center of the map, and they kind of walk up and down. They come back after 90 seconds of being knocked out. Now we have Regieleki and Regidrago that spawn in the center of the map, and I'm not exactly sure on their spawn time right now. I know that when you take down one of these Pokemon, you will increase your team's scoring speed, and it will give you a shield, making you immune to hindrances. So it's kind of got a little bit of Rayquaza attached to it right there so that you can help your team score faster. We also have these little Magnemites on cameras that will spawn near the base if if either both of your tier 1 goal zones are gone, or like one of your tier 1s and a tier 2 is gone, it will kind of spawn there and give your team vision. You can KO this if you're on the other side to like get rid of the vision, but it will reappear after 60 seconds. So it's kind of this cool little thing. If your team is behind and you lose some goal zones, you get extra vision of the enemies. We've also still got Regirock, Registeel, Regice in the game. They spawn, Regirock and Regice spawn at the 30-second mark of the game in the top lane, and after it being knocked out, it's on a 75-second cooldown. This now gives you a small increase in max health and either defense or special defense. Regice is special defense. And then we have Registeel, which is in the bottom path. It spawns at the 15th second of the game, so it's like kind of right there immediately. And after you knock it down, it comes back after 75 seconds. After it gets knocked down, it gives you a buff of increasing attack and special attack. And I'm being told that it stacks, so I'm not exactly sure how this works. It does respawn after 75 seconds. I don't know if it's like a permanent buff. I really am not sure. I'll also mention that the red and blue buffs are changed. There's no longer a blue buff or a purple buff, as some people have called it. Now Bouffalant is back in that central area in the jungle, and it gives you kind of both buffs almost in one, but not exactly. So you have a cooldown reduction by getting it, and your attacks will deal additional damage for 2 seconds after you use it. So it's kind of like a really powerful buff that you're going to give your jungler, right? All rolled into one. There's no longer a blue buff from what I've seen on the map at all. Now there's this other really cool thing that happens. When your team reaches certain scoring thresholds, 0, 50, 100, 200, 350.
It is
you get
200.
To choose
okay.
one of, I think, like 3 options of a random AOS technology that will help you throughout the match, and there are a ton of them. I kind of got to look at some of them early, so I can't give you an idea of what all of them do, but I can give you an idea. Like, some of them give you more experience, some give you, you know, extra experience when you score. Some of them give you an additional level if an opposing Pokemon is defeated. Like, there are a ton of really cool ones. And then as you start to go up, like, they get even crazier. Like, one near the end is like your Unite move immediately resets back to 50 and has a 100% extra recovery rate. So
I can't wait for that to do nothing on Dragapult. Oh.
There are just a lot of cool ones as the match goes on. Leading the match,
I just want some kind of cooldown reduction on it,
right
game.
now, just in a different way. Obviously, I've only scratched the surface on all of the cool things in this mode. Enjoy this video. Take a look at it, and I can't wait for it to come to the game. Yeehaw. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I love you. And I'll see y'all next time. We did it.
And that's this one. Let's watch the new Battle Pass, Fortnite Battle Pass. They just pooped out their bass. Yeah. It's Chandelure. Chandelure Primoroso. Acciones con efectos especiales. I love the little bows. I love the little cuffs on Lampent. That's cute. A little bow. Is it me, or does this look like Reimu from Toho? It's not just me, right? Right? Energiaos! Oh, that's nice. I like the little flourish, the little floral flourish. Not to be confused with Meowscarada's Unite move. That's nice. Same animation, but you get a nice little flower. That's nice. That's a fancy recall. Oh, and it has like a little ribbon, but only on one side. Alright. It's more like a fishnet or something, I don't know. You get the little trail, that's nice. Same thing. Same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. There it is, like the little trim. That's cool. The moves are the same. The ult seems to be the same. It might be a little bit more purple. No, I don't think so. I think that's... Actually, it might be a little more purple. Oh, the death animation. That's fun. Ahem. It's pretty. That's nice. Okay. Fortnite Battle Pass.
Hello everybody, Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw.
Oh, theater mode is the whole theater this time. Can you guys see that? Oh, you can. Yeah. I don't know why. For some reason, I thought there was a section on the right.
So here's the new battle pass. I'm
Phil
sure
Yo
you've seen
Moose.
pieces of this or heard the rumblings. This is cyber style Greninja and Zashi.
Ooh.
Let's take a look.
Very Splatoon slash Jet Set Radio, or whatever its spiritual sequel was. Oh, the paint shuriken. That's cool.
Looks pretty cool. Looks like it's something out of Splatoon, honestly. Right?
It's more Jet Set Radio to me, but yeah, I do see the Splatoon as well.
Let me go back on that recall animation.
At least Splatoon 3, anyway.
Oh, and he throws like graffiti at the wall. Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. I love the paint trail. Oh, that ult is kind of sick. I do like the flashing outline.
Wow, that Unite move is cool.
It's also got like the kind of like, it's not scan line, but it's like that, those bubbles from like comic books, in the, both it looks like in the ult and in the and in the trail. Here's Zacian, which is probably the cheap skin.
It's got like a little collared shirt on it. Honestly,
Yeah. It just looks like the little, it looks like the little, you know when they used to do the purple and orange fast food costumes for every character? It looks like the purple version, the purple AOS team for that, but it's not. It's not as purple, which might make it better, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah. Once again, female one's better. No surprise there. It does look like Greninja Into the Spider-Verse. I was thinking that with the little scan dots, little comic dots that you can see all in the background there.
That is the new battle pass there. Oops.
Fortnite Battle Pass.
That is the new battle pass. We've also got some other leaks.
Some leaks.
Look at here.
Let's go.
We find them here because we have more coming to the game that's not just the battle pass. We have that talked about. There's actually like 10 things.
Well, I got good news for you. Greninja did get a buff.
So I'm just gonna pull up El Chico Eevee's Twitter, and we can start taking a look at it. Where are you, buddy? Where are you, buddy? Oh, a few things.
Oh look, someone added Gara. Let's go. No one added me.
There we go. Eevee. What's up, Eevee? So.
What do you mean he's more popular? I can't believe this.
Let's start from let's start from this. We were talking about this earlier on stream.
So here's some changes.
Finding some changes in the PTS for like some of the
That's cool.
buffs and nerfs we're gonna see, like Sylveon.
New trainer item, Goal Hacker. 90-second cooldown. Strengthens the shield and HP recovery effects of an ally goal zone. This is something that we saw leaked. We saw the image of this leaked a million years ago. They have been working on this battle item for like a year and a half. I think it was like, what was it, like Christmas 20... What, like Christmas 22? Good goodness. This was leaked so long ago.
They've added like a debuff to Baby Doll Eyes. They are nerfing Sylveon's Hyper Voice. Ho-Oh is getting a fly buff.
Baby Doll Eyes, new debuff decreases move speed. Yeah, that's fair. Hyper Voice nerfed, makes sense. Less scaling, more damage, more level scaling, and less base. So it does more late game, but it's worse early game and late game. So it's just kind of worse. It's just kind of worse, but you get more for level advantage, which Sylveon very rarely has. Sure. That makes it a nerf. I'll give you that. Does make it a nerf.
Which makes sense because I think Fly is just not the moveset on it.
Fly decreases move speed 30% for 3 seconds. Now it's 15%? Oh! Oh, I see. It's Ho-Oh's move speed. Okay, so now you're faster in Fly, which...
There's a new item coming to the game. Which
yeah,
is
alright.
cool. It's going to be, item is Goal Hacker. It has a 90-second cooldown. It will strengthen the shield and HP recovery effects of an ally goal zone for a short time when used near that goal zone. So this is interesting because it's got a dual purpose. You have it for pushing and you have it for defending. It also will nullify the shield and HP recovery effects for an opposing goal zone for a short time. This item is kind of crazy depending on how good the buff is, because you'll be able to use it early game if like your lane gets jungled and you'll kind of be safe, or at least much more safe around the goal zone, and you'll be able to use it later game in a push. This actually feels like a massive like battle item for a lot of
there it is. That's the exact same image we saw leaked like a year and a half ago. That's crazy that this managed to come back this much later. That's insane. That's how that's how long it's been since they've been working on this game legit. Holy crap. What a time frame for this leak to be confirmed. That's crazy.
This could be huge.
It's been over a year.
This is like could be a big change, right? We also have, there was something else he noticed too, right? Oh yeah, here are the effects. So this is you using it on your ally goal zone. This is using it on enemy goal zone. You can see the goal zone, like the shield like effect kind of broke in there.
Oh, if you use it on enemy goal, it reduces their shield and healing. That's busted.
We also have, there's some other leaks too. We've got stats for Armor Rouge, Darkrai.
It's every 90 seconds too, so that's pretty much every time you're going to be pushing a goal.
I gotta tell you, Psyduck amazing.
Yep,
Armor
agreed.
Rouge actually really cool. And Darkrai,
yeah, I think Armor Cannon's really cool. I don't know how I feel about Fire Spin. I'm not sure how I feel about Fire Spin Flame Charge. I feel like it's cool. I feel like it's not going to be good.
Darkrai was maybe the one I was least excited about.
It needs citation needed. Citation needed. Like, I don't have any problems with the moveset, but I don't know. Where's the pizzazz? I'm missing the pizzazz. I need more. I need more.
Even though it was the one I thought I would be most excited about. We also had
Me
this.
too. It's new Speedster after a while.
So we know roughly what's going to get changed
The last one was
in
Leafeon.
the next update. We understand that we're going to have an update, and kind of like the last few, this one is themed. And this one seems to be themed around a few water Pokemon, maybe some ice Pokemon. I'm hoping what we're going to see out of this update, no surprise that we would see Greninja, right? Greninja is the Battle Pass, and it's not even that we're seeing Greninja solely because it's the Battle Pass. We're seeing Greninja because Greninja absolutely needs buffs. So it's not just there's a Battle Pass and Greninja's
It's the
getting
basic
buffed.
attackers,
However,
man.
it's one of those things, this happens
Slick
like
Spoon has just
probably
trivialized
in a
them.
while.
That and
Because
Mage
Hero
Range.
Plant Worlds, it's not a top tier Pokemon. In fact, all of the auto attackers are kind of like this right now. So the next big balance change is going to affect at least Gren, Inteleon, Glaceon, and I would hope Lapras falls in there. I would hope.
Nope.
I would even mind some of the other auto attackers. I don't know if they're going to.
I got bad news.
Kind of bring them up a little bit.
Would be
They're
nice.
Solo, obviously, but they did nothing competitively, which I think is unfortunate. You just have a whole group of Pokemon that don't do anything competitively. I don't think that's great. Let's see. Again, Darkrai. More information. Oh, here are the frames. We kind of saw this in the last video.
Which is cool.
Armor Rouge, but there's the Armor Rouge frame, and there is the Cerulege frame. This is when you're Charcadet, so you know which one's which when you're seeing.
I would have assumed that the Cerulege would be downward flames because it's a ghost. And the Armor Rouge would be normal flames, but what do I know, I guess.
Like these moments that pop up when you use certain moves, these are coming to the global version. I don't know everything that's coming to the global version. Will they buff Gengar Surf? Barley Oats, an OG to remember that. I've got to say this. I think the thing that's most exciting about what we saw at Worlds, the 500-point mode, is not the mode in and of itself, right? I think the most exciting thing about seeing the 500-point mode at Worlds is that it's an indicator that the things that we're seeing in sort of the beta version that they've been putting a lot of time and effort into recently, a lot of the cool things we're seeing will come global. Not everything. There's no way everything's coming global. There are things that are specifically designed for China. They're definitely not going to make it to our game, right? But I think if you're looking at a piece of holoware you like, if you're looking at a way a Pokemon is playing that you like if you're looking at any of that stuff and you've been excited about it, you're seeing it make its way to the global version. I would be surprised if something in the global version that was really cool didn't make it at this point,
Well, first of all, you said if anything cool in the global version, but second of all, I once again I just feel like it's a manpower thing. I feel like there's nothing that they would make for the Chinese version that they wouldn't put in global. Right? It's just content that they have spent time and money and player opinion in making that not making available for the rest of the world is pointless, right? Like, what percentage of the world celebrates Christmas, right? They still have a winter celebration event that has a Christmas tree, right? Like, what percentage of the world even has Judeo-Christian, religion? Christmas is everywhere because it's content that's everywhere, right? Like, why not? It's just free content. It's more content. They want it. Who cares? I absolutely love it when Chinese New Year's in a video game. I don't celebrate Chinese New Year. I don't know what Chinese New Year even is. But I know just in the middle of spring, sometimes there's just, hey, second New Year, hooray. I don't care. No one cares. It's an excuse to give presents. That's always fun, right? I don't think that there's anything that's in the Chinese beta that's not coming to here other than the Chinese language itself. Which, I mean, you'll probably be able to switch to that if you want.
What's the point of announcing it if we have to wait till spring? I would say a few things.
Hype. Let people know that the game's not dead. Let them know that something big is actually coming to the game at some point. A chance to, have people spread by word of mouth like I have been doing, that they're actually making changes to the game. I met someone recently that hasn't played Pokemon Unite in a while, and I let them know, hey, they added Cerulege, and they like Cerulege. I was like, hey, they added Cerulege recently. And they're gonna add a new mode soon. Like, that's pretty crazy. He's like, oh great, I've been waiting for them to do something big like that. It's like, yeah. And soon is a bit of a strong word. I guess now we know it's spring. But I said, you know, like, at some point soon, TM.
First off,
So, you know,
announcing it
eventually.
is, like,
Now we know spring.
starting, I think, the process of saying, like, players from China could be in UCS, right? So they want to put that up on the stage. They want to show off what could be the new competitive mode at some point. Even the president of, like, Pokemon said, this could become our competitive mode.
I assume it probably will be, because our current competitive mode is stinky. Boo, stinky. It's really just not very well balanced. Too many game mechanics just work against each other. I'm sure I've talked about it plenty. You know, like, it doesn't make sense for you to have like 3 different comeback mechanics at the same time in the last 2 minutes. It makes the first 8 minutes pointless, and then what's the point of having early game Pokemon like the Eevees? What's the point of having, you know, like, late game Pokemon? You know, like, if, you know, like, late game is the only part that matters, why not just have them all like that? Well, then the only part of the game that you're playing is the part that matters. What's the first 8 minutes for? You know, like, you're spending 2 to 3 minutes in a lobby, you know, like, depending on whether you get draft or not, and then 8 minutes in, you know, like, the pre-game just to play 2 minutes of the real game. And usually they surrender with somewhere between 30 and 30 seconds and 1 minute left in the game. So, like, you have played between 1 and 1.5 minutes of game. Why? That doesn't make sense. Not to mention that over half of that you're spending being stunned. You're stunned for like half of that. You get to play the game for 1 minute and half of that is stunned. Let me play the game. Where's the game? Where's the game I'm playing? I can't find it. There's no game to play. I might as well be playing Panic Parade. I might as well be playing Full Fury. At least then it's a tug of war of who gets to be stunned the whole time. That's fun. And it's funny. That's why I like it so much. That's why I like Panic Parade so much. You get to super buff your cooldowns and your basic attack speed. And so you just get to run around as, you know, like a paper shredder as Decidueye. Or just a whirlwind of death as Garchomp. Right? Even though the objectively best Pokemon is Dragonite, but, you know, eh. It's also probably one of the least satisfying good Pokemon to play.
I think they want to let everybody know there's new cool stuff happening with Unite, and it's on its way. Like, yeah, there's still time, right? Like, it's not even out in China yet, so it's not like they could drop the mode. But I think they're kind of showing us all. If you've been concerned that we're working on things and you're not going to see it, like, here it is.
Yeah.
It's coming to the game, and we're going to show.
Which is also a very nice thing for them to tell us. Is like, hey, we're gonna get the new mode. It's like, thank goodness this game's not fucking dead. You're actually making content. It's a miracle. It's only been like 2 years.
Also, I mean,
What was the last new game mode we got? Was it Boss Rush? Because Boss Rush was over a year ago. It was over a year and a half ago at this point. Was that the last new mode we got? Because I think the order was Ace Trainer Showdown, Full Fury, then Boss Rush. And not to mention, we've only had Boss Rush twice. We've only had Full Fury 2.5 times. We've had Pika Party twice. We've had Eevee once. The Christmas mode can die. The Halloween event we've gotten 3 times, I think. And it stopped being fun after the second one, and it really wasn't fun the first time. And the only reason it was fun is because Blissey Safeguard was a thing. And even then, and especially now, like, Blissey Safeguard 1 got nerfed to oblivion, and 2, there's a million characters with anywhere from 1 to 3 stun moves. Not including Mime, who has 21. Or 12, sorry. I mixed up the numbers, don't worry about it. Like, the Blissey Safeguard is worthless. If you pick Blissey Safeguard, I don't want to tell you how to play the game, but you're playing it wrong. You're throwing. I don't know what to I don't make the rules. Stun is broken, and no amount of safeguard is going to save it.
Look at what we're talking about in this exact video. There's the Greninja Battle Pass sticker.
Sick.
Here,
Love these colors. Ugh.
new backgrounds. We got new.
It's almost cool enough for me to get it. It's almost cool enough. It's so close. An Eevee sticker! I'm in love. Look, an Eevee sticker. Yay. Finally, an Eevee sticker. I've been wanting it so bad. Yay. Ooh, that's a cool loot box.
Challenge exchanges, the EX mark moving away from Pokemon.
Oh yeah, it's just straight up gone. There it is. You still get the Mega Mark, but the EX is just gone. Wrecked.
EX mark moving away from Pokemon.
Halloween 2024 classic. They changed one number and call it a day.
Are a ton of leaks, and it's really cool to see this. But
Rock Festival set,
they
interesting.
waited longer and longer and longer. That 500 point mode would be leaked like this instead of getting to put it up on stage with a ton of people trying it for their exact audience. So
Yeah.
if you're wondering why they would show it before it comes out, like this is why right here. Like the fact, like all of this, like we should have shown the Greninja Battle Pass too, because they knew it would be leaked pretty soon, right? So I think when people are wondering why show a mode that's not out yet, was because otherwise they don't get to be the ones to show it off. And instead we get to show it off. We have information about it.
Yeah.
We get to actually
See it in
play
action,
an
which is awesome.
environment It's like more ideal than just seeing it on like a test server or with some weird footage. So that's
It's a shame they don't do that with all of their stuff, like the patch notes that are coming up, that they have not had any official information on yet. Like, look, we're done with this video and we still haven't gotten info. The patch has come out today, and that's how I'm learning about it.
cool stuff you see.
I didn't even know there was a patch today. My Unite just updated,
Which actually could be huge.
and the actual patch notes just showed up like a hot minute ago. Balance 0822. I'll use that code in a second here. Like, here, I'll show you. Like, my game literally just updated right now. I didn't know what was happening today. It happened before it normally even happens. Normally it happens at UTC's midnight. Right? Here it just happened. Oh no, not UTC midnight. It's some other time. I don't remember, but at some point. See, it was supposed to happen at 2 a.m. today. It happened before 2 a.m. It just happened during stream. And to see here, we get to just see patch notes. Since that weren't here a second ago. It just gets an attack buff. How much? Who knows? Unite move. Unite charge rate increase. Thank goodness. It was a really bad Unite move to have such a long charge time. Damage dealt decreased. That seems like a fair trade-off. It's even less worth it to YOLO with it now. I might as well be playing Water Shuriken at this point. Smokescreen. Attack increase has been strengthened. That's cool. This is such a short patch. It's already over. This is it. It's just this. I didn't think it was true. Ice Shard. Movement speed increase. Duration is extended. I like that. That's good. Freeze Dry. Movement speed decrease has been strengthened. Yeah, that makes sense. Unite move. Glacial Stage. Movement speed decrease. Duration has been extended. Good, because I didn't know it had one. That's how weak it was. Liquidation. Damage increased. I don't know what we expected. It's exactly what everyone expected, and it's what no one wanted. They're just reverting the nerf. Great. Fantastic. This is Balderdash. Whatever. What is it? Balance 0822, right? Let's type in that code and see what we get. You get to see live on stream what it gives you. There's this. I love this Azumarill skin, by the way. Can I just say? Fantastic. I love this. Too bad it's like 20 bucks. It's like $30. Oh no, it's in the event pass. What was the one that was like 30? I don't know. I don't know. There was a skin I saw recently that was cool. Oh, I know what it was. It was the sale for the Hollowware from the champion team. Yep. I saw the Mew skin. I was like, oh, the Detective Mew skin's on sale. I wonder for how much? $30. Awesome. Thanks, game. Oh, hey, the other Mew skin's on sale too. Still for like $10 though. I know 22 was like $40, so like 1100 is like 20. So it's still like 15 dollars. Awesome. Here's the other one, same price. Oof. And let's see. Oh yeah, I can finally do this stuff. Open now. Open Sesame. What did I win? I got a Caterpie. That's neat. Wow. That's number 78. Nice. Let's get this out of here. Why is this menu so laggy? Anyway. Let's type in the code and see what we get. If I can remember where we put it in. Oh, it's at the top now. Oh, thank you. That's very convenient. What is it? Balance 0822, right? Yep, balance 0822. Alright. Nope. Nope. Why is that the cursor? Whatever. Oh! Alright. It exists. When we'll get it, who knows? Oh, okay. Thanks. Alright. Ah! They've changed it. Hey! I don't get a skin anymore. Cool, thanks. Not that I had it for a while anyway. Ah, you get a special background that looks like it's from Spyro or something. What the heck? What is that gem supposed to be? Why is it not an Aeos gem? Was that too pretentious? Oh, but a ruby is fine. Daily gift of 30 Aeos gems. It's just worse now. Why? They were really running out of that fictional currency. Let's check the mail. That's new. Alright, sure. Thanks. Alright, we don't have it yet. Maybe another day. We'll see. In the meantime, how about dailies? Is there anything new? I can get a Pidgeot sticker. I guess it's better than nothing. I've got 2 weeks left for this, and I've barely had the chance to get anything, so why not? At least I get something. I did it. Pidgeot. You Pidgeot. The only thing really left that's worth getting in here is the coins, because I already own everything else. But that costs 5,000, so that will take a while. I've already done this. Fortnite Battle Pass. The new Monzar. Really crass. I need to play supporter. Not really all that familiar with supporter and ranked anymore. I guess if the team is bad, I can practice Blissey. Maybe Hoopa. Otherwise, I guess I'll just throw a Comfey on something. Wow! Incredible! Really not anything worth to even get in here anymore. Because this is just like a temporary license or something. What is this? 3-day limited license. Trash. I can get this, I guess, for funsies. There we go. That's everything of remote value. I guess I could get this, but that costs, what, 700? Yeah. 700 to fill that up. It's nice that it's not just over, though. I remember last time where you could buy, like, one pack and that's it. You're done. You're cut off. Need to play a supporter again? I guess I have to now. There's the ranked match missions, which I guess I'll do a support and ranked. And here's the recap that I haven't made yet, because I wanted to do it on stream. Look at that! Woo! It's me! Yeah! Look, I'm fabulous. That's cool. Me likey. Alright. Also, I think there was something in my item box I wanted to show off, if I can remember. I still haven't done this. I don't know if I will. Same goes with this. Like, I really should get this Gudra Hollowware. I really should. But like Purple Mad Scientist though? The nerve to give you Hollowware tickets. Not even Hollowware tickets, they're just AOS tickets. The nerve, the absolute nerve to even have that as an option. Like, these are worth AOS tickets when they cost AOS gems. At least a Pokemon thing gives you AOS coins. This is just robbery. I kind of like looking at the skins, but I really want to have the Gudra skin, you know? I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I really want the Gudra skin. No, I cancel out of it. Fuck. It's always the ones you love, isn't it? It's always the ones you love that go wrong. Life sucks. Alright. Oh yeah, the mail. Did we get the thing yet? Hey. Not, you know, not what I expected. I can't believe I had room for those. Oh, they probably doubled up. That's probably what it is. I don't remember having an Inteleon one, though. Although, I guess I just made room. Yep, I have 6 Glaceon temporary licenses. There you go. They really doubled up. There's the Greninja one. Apparently, that's the only Greninja one I have. That's crazy. I like Greninja. Maybe I used them because I had no room. Although, I'm surprised I didn't use, like, Wigglytuff or Clefable first. I guess I'm less of a support now than I was. There's the Inteleon, which I might... You know what? I don't want you in here. Go. Shoo. Cannot be sold. Apparently I'm blind, because I just cannot find... Oh, there it is. There's the Glaceons. I have 6 3-day licenses. Not a single other kind. Whatever. Let's play one ranked game. With a support, probably. Thunder's in a match. Noms are in a match. That's neat. Kinda late for them to be up, but what do I know? I'm in an Ultra Class 5-3 Pip, so you know I'm gonna lose this game. And it's not gonna be close, so I might throw and just practice Blissey or Hoopa or something. One of those Unite boxes I could just get Clefable as well. Should I do that? Well, you know what? I'll make this deal. Yep, it's searching for players with expanded. Let's open that box. I know one of those boxes has just like junk. And a Clefable. So let's see which one it was. Here it is. Do not want. Definitely do not want. Definitely do not want. I own everything else. And this is insulting. So let's get this, because this is worth like, what? 6,000 coins? 8,000 coins? There we go. There we go. 48 Unite licenses. $48 Unite licenses and 130 coins. I definitely have plenty to get Psyduck. Tell you that. It's probably gonna be 13K. Okay. Tell you what, let's do that and let's see if we can practice Clefable. Insta-Q. No sub 10. Estimated wait time? You lied to me. Where everybody at? What, nobody's in Ultra anymore? Ultras can play with Masters, alright? Come on now. You're telling me nobody in Master or Ultra is playing? In America? What do you mean it's stupid late and nobody's playing? You know what? I'll just get a bad ping game. Whatever. Give me a bad ping game. Give me a bot game. I don't know. I don't care. I'm probably gonna end up practicing Clefable because my teammates are gonna be trash anyway. Go ahead. Of course. Whatever. Boy, it is laggy. That's what I get for asking for the bad ping game, and it is a Ceruledge with leftovers assault vest. Oh boy! Is that a Shell Bell? Is that a Shell Bell Choice Specs Zera? Oh boy! Looks like I have a default Clefable set from whenever I played this on temporary license. Eos Cookie Potion Guardy and Potion Zera and Rocky Helmet Assault Vest Focus Sash Blastoise. Oh, they switched to Attack Weight Venusaur. Even worse. Great. Yeah, I'll fucking throw. Fuck yeah. Get me in, coach. I don't even know what my stuff is, and I don't care. I have Rescue Hood and EXP share. That's all I need to know. Everything else doesn't matter. Oh, the enemy team is equally bad. They have Potion Espeon, Slow Smoke Ceruledge, and Potion Zeraora. Great. I told you it was gonna be a bad game. Why do you think they were searching so hard? They weren't searching for an even match, I'll tell you that much.
Ready, go!
Listos? Yeah! Yeah. I can't believe you've done this. Why would you do this? Why would you just get nothing? You just want 2 points? Fuck it. I'm getting these. I don't care. I need by level 4. I'm pretty sure I'm not stacking. I do not care. Come here, dummy. What are you doing? You need the points to stack with attack weight. Hey, at least some of his basics will do more damage. I'm helping. I'm helping. I got away with it. No. All right, I'm out of here. You're on your own. I'm sorry. I lied. I have X speed. You have some nerve. You have the. Lord have mercy. You have some nerve telling me to retreat. First of all, I have XP. Second of all, you are the one that keeps taking all the stuns, right? The nerve. Ah! I gotta heal. I don't have time to score. I gotta heal. No, he's dead. I can't believe it. He lived. Thank goodness. Thank goodness I healed. Don't go back in. What are you doing? You're insane. I have no faith in you. There's the Espeon. Ow. I'll take the hits. I'm taking the hits, Captain. Oh, thank goodness. They're just as bad as you are. I can't believe I scored that in the middle of a Thunder. I want to X-Speed for it so bad. It's objectively the wrong decision, but I want to so bad. Gravity, follow me. I feel like follow me. There are a lot of squishies in the back line. He was going for that berry. He wanted it. I'm just gonna go ahead and ping our jungle so they know. Oh, okay. Silly me, I thought that we would have a reasonable push. No, I guess we're just going balls deep. He's getting got. Let me heal you up. Alright, I guess we'll just stack this because we can. Wait for it. Now heal. I stand by it. I think I made the correct decision. I scared him into leaving. Man, this game on Orange Ping is, it's a bit crusty, I'm not gonna lie. Go ahead, hit me. Go ahead. Do it. I dare you. Ha! Sorry, I was a little power hungry. Ow. Is that Surf? No, it was Hydro Pump. Didn't matter. I was gonna use it the correct way either way. I guess we'll go top. There's nowhere else to really be. Nice damage. Damn, they double ulted. This Azumarill is very dead. I bereave. Eek. I'm trapped like a rat.
You can do it.
I'm X-speeding for it. What a hindrance resistance. I gotta give him credit. Okay, you stopped me. What about the Azumarill? Oh, they almost got away with it too. Oh, what a shame. I'm gonna ping a retreat on that one. You're on your own. I'm gonna be honest with you. All 5 of them were willing to push our top. I don't have faith in you. Hey, see, I didn't need to have faith in you. Kill steal. Oh no. No, they got me. What a shame. This is a very weird game. Yeah, they're just doing that. Venu! Alright, well. Oh, you too, huh? Alright, I don't know what I expected. Nah, couldn't use it again. It's just too much damage. I got double ulted again. The Alecki gaming is wild, dude. Now I've really got Moonlight. Yeah, how you doing? Run away! Yeah, I'm not fighting that. No. No, I couldn't let them get it. What a shame. I tried. I kept the Surulich out. Honestly, I feel like I did my job. All 4 of them are dead. Nice. Hey, hey you. Stop it. Stop this. Double ulted again. Oh, last tick. Who ulted 220, honestly? 6,000 damage from that one Zera move. No wonder it felt like an ult. If only the fast ult was still here.
What a goal! The final stretch. Don't give up.
Venusaur is going to die. There he is. Zera is in a bad position. Azumarill is also dead. This is a bad idea. Yep. Well. Yeah. You know what? It's a good thing I didn't ult in that bush. I lowered their shield so much that we actually could stop them. That's crazy. Yep, we broke 2 of them already. Ow.
You're in trouble.
They're getting me. They're getting me good. Oh boy! Dude, die. Speaking of die. I guess we're pushing. I've got 1 point in a dream. 1 point! Yes! Never punished. I missed. I missed again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There.
Time's up.
I can't believe we lost with 4 bad players. How could that happen? No way. I don't believe it. I healed 110? How much damage did they take? Oh. Yeah, no, I see that as Umarill's damage. Now, I might be tooting my own horn, but I'm gonna throw it out there. Even though that was baby Clefable game, I don't think that loss was my fault. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like, I don't know about you. I'm just saying. Those numbers ain't right. My numbers make sense. This ain't right. Why'd you take more damage than you dealt? You should not, as a Solar Beamosaur, take 83k. took more damage than you did as Zera. You did it as Cerulege. How? How did you take more damage than you did? I did not see you hit this wild charge once. No, my battery. I can't charge this because I moved the charging cord. No. I'll have to figure that out. I might just have to put the charging cord back in, honestly. Rip dank nugs. They will be missed. No! I will not add them as a friend. I told you it was going to be a bad game. The algorithm is not subtle. It's very obvious when it wants you to lose. That was a... I would like to remind you, that was an Ultra class game. Those people were in Ultra. Let that sink in. This is the battle adjustments. This is what we got. Oh goodness. I would also like to point out that if I had taken pretty much any carry, we would have won that game. Pretty much literally anything. It's also funny because I recently saw the recent Spraggles video about, you know, like, this is how I won, this is how I got an 80% win rate with, and it was like, use defenders and supports. And it's really funny because just the comment section was just littered with comments of, yeah, you could carry as a support, you could do it, you could totally get high win rate as a support. Those are the games that I rebut with. That is the kind of game that I rebuttal with. It's like, yeah, you can carry as a support. You're wrong. You're objectively wrong, and here's why. You can very easily get a game with 4 bad players in it. And as a support, that means you lose. As a defender, that doesn't mean you lose. As a speedster, that doesn't mean you lose. As an attacker, really, that doesn't even matter. As an all-rounder, that definitely doesn't matter. As a support, you lose. Any other class, it does not mean you lose. End of argument. Also, I like how one of the arguments they had was, yeah, you can absolutely carry as a support. I just play Eldegoss. Bro, that's an attacker. Eldegoss is an SDC. Of course you could carry with that. Its basic attacks do more than Cinders. I don't think people understand what a support is. Then again, considering the teammates I just had, they probably don't. They probably don't understand what a support is. This game has taught them that a support is an attacker with healing moves. Just like an all-rounder is a defender with healing moves. What a well-balanced game. Alright, so that's the dailies done. Let me mark that. There we go. Okay, and now here is the other thing that I wanted to check out. Here is the thing that you can't see. Here is the Risk of Rain trailer that came out like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Sorry. Listen, I've had a rough month. Not scratch that. I've had a rough year. This year has sucked. I think I've ranted about this in a previous stream, but I'm calling it. For me, this year is worse than COVID. This year has sucked. Like every step of the way. There has been natural disasters. Pretty much every single room in the house has had something break. That I've had to do at least something to fix. And there has just been problem after problem. There's been logistical problems. It's been nightmare. It's been pretty much just nothing but nightmares for 8 months. It's been awful. It's been awful. But that's aside. Rant aside. Thing! New Risk of Rain! Yay!
On the Risk of Rain team. It's been a while since our last dev diary, and today we've got an exciting one for you.
Ooh.
But first, I have a few
Bruno
questions for the last dev diary.
Fagioli. Bruno Fontanetti.
And today we've got an exciting...
I can't really tell what icon that is. It looks vaguely like Prometheus? Not Prometheus, what? It looks vaguely like Providence. It looks a lot like Providence, honestly. But maybe kind of slightly mishmashed with that new thing, False Idol? Is that what it's called?
exciting one for you.
False Sun?
But first, I have a few questions.
Something like that.
Have you ever dreamed of punching monsters from 20 feet away?
Yes.
Do you have a friend who's constantly being
Yes, I watch anime. Yes.
trampled by bison before reaching the teleporter?
Pistol! Sorry.
Well, do you have a friend who's constantly being trampled by bison before reaching the teleporter?
Yes.
Well, we may just
Thunder.
have the answer for both of those.
Yes.
Meet Seeker, an enlightened mid-range brawler.
Mid-range brawler is a sentence I'd love to hear. Hit me with it.
Seeking paradise
Not literally.
for her people, she was sent to scout
Seeking what?
range brawler. Seeking paradise for her people, she was sent to scout Petrichor 5.
So basically just Artificier, but again?
But instead, she quickly stumbled upon roots containing a mystical golden power. Through those channels, she managed to commune with a powerful forgotten creature.
Sick.
Her connection grew, and
Sick.
with it, her ability to unravel the secrets of soul manipulation.
Sick.
Now she can open the gates that bring forth a new unbridled power. Through this power,
Sick.
she can dish out incredible damage to nearby monsters.
So she's just an Enkuhana too?
But, uniquely,
Awesome.
she's also able to unleash potent healing abilities to sustain her teammates.
Awesome.
This combination of brawling and healing is core to who Seeker is as a survivor. Players who learn to seamlessly...
We gotta support, baby! Let's fucking go! And new waifu! New waifu drops! Let's fucking go! I get another waifu! Yes! It's just all I play. And I'm fine with that.
flow between them will be rewarded with one of the most versatile...
That's not true. I
survivors
play
to
Rex
ever grace
sometimes.
the
Oh wait,
trial.
no, Rex
Today,
plants.
we're gonna skip
Plants are
right to
both.
dessert
So
and
still
talk about
technically
Seeker's
female.
Special ability,
If you squint.
meditate.
Ooh.
This ability challenges you to
Down, down,
execute
up, up,
a timed
left.
sequence. Success with that sequence will cause a blast.
Let's fucking
of
go! I get to play a rhythm
from
game?
Seeker.
Let's
Enemies
fucking
in this
go!
stage
It's just like
take
Sly
a
Cooper.
huge chunk of damage,
Sheesh.
and allies will receive a very handy heal.
Yeah!
Playing with Seeker on your team, keep an eye out for when she starts to channel her meditate, so you can swoop in and take advantage of some...
Just leave the
But
blighted
wait,
there.
There's more.
Ooh.
On top of the blast effect... from
What
using
was
the
that
key-
edit?
But wait,
What is this? Risk of Rain has been stapled over the OxyClean? Isn't this a sham WoW background? What is this? But wait, there's more! Billy Mays here, and I'm here to tell you about the Risk of Rain today. If you'll see, there's a low-pressure system in the Northeast.
there's more. On top of the blast effect from using her meditate ability, Seeker will also gain a stack of tranquility. Gathering a handful of tranquility stacks will make certain abilities more potent. Upon completing your 7th stack, Seeker's meditate is even able to resurrect her fallen comrades.
Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Hell
It's
yeah!
alright, Commando. Those bison get the best of all of us sometimes.
It's
Now
true,
let's jump
they're
back and
busted.
take a look at
But not
your
bad
primary
busted.
skill,
Good busted.
Spirit Punch. This ability is really a 3-punch combo. Your first 2 punches fly rapidly forward,
Punch!
piercing through any
Falcon!
monsters they hit.
Punch!
Every 3rd punch will instead explode with increased damage. Those tranquility stacks from before also come in handy here. With each stack, your empowered explosive attack will grow more potent. In your head, it's useful to map out your attacks so the third punch can claim a large clump of monsters. Do this right, and you'll see why Seeker is one of the strongest AoE bruisers out there. Seeker's secondary skill is Unseen Hand. Use it to unleash a giant phantasmal hand from the ground that slows, knocks back, and drains health from all range. One of Seeker's biggest drawbacks is her lack of long-range damage. You'll often run into situations where a monster outranges your Spirit Punch. Unseen Hand can help a bit with this. Its extreme long range means you can use it to pick off monsters at a distance. But, unless your run is going particularly well, you'll likely still need to close with your target before you're able to finish them off. That's where our next skill comes into play, Sojourn. This ability doesn't have a normal skill duration. Instead,
so what I'm hearing is this
3
character
seconds
wants
of flight
Shuriken.
will start ticking down your health. To cancel your flight, either reactivate it or collide with something. Seeker will then explode, dealing damage and stunning your enemies. Range finding exactly how much flight time you're comfortable with can be a bit of a challenge. I'd avoid flinging yourself into a horde of enemies after you just took a lengthy sojourn. Once your healing starts to take off, it becomes a lot less of an issue, but it's worth being careful in the early stages. And that's a wrap on today's Dev Diary. Seeker brings a unique blend of support and damage to Risk of Rain 2. Her ability to manipulate the essence of Soul and empower allies makes her an invaluable asset. We hope you loved getting a sneak peek at Seeker as much as we loved making her. If you look closely, you can also get a glimpse of an alternate ability in her trailer.
Ooh, that's awesome.
But we're going to leave the details of that one a mystery for now. We can't give out all her secrets. Stay tuned for more updates as we get closer to the launch of Seekers of the Storm. Don't forget to jump over and wishlist it today. It really means a lot to the team. Thanks for listening.
Yay.
This is Bruno.
What do you mean generic coming soon? Okay, so that is like the false god thing that they're making. I don't know why he used that as his icon, but sure. Oh. Looks like there's about 1 second, 10 seconds of video file. Protein, Lemurian, lizard meat. It's Chef! Let's fucking go! Scan mode ingredients. Protein, ally, do not cook. What kind of movement was that? He just goes, dude. Chef, baby! Rick O'Ray, let's go, Willie. Alright, Kratos. Ares! Grant me victory! Secrets OP! Here's the trailer, and here's the Dev Diary, the new one from
Welcome
today.
Back to another Dev Diary.
Cheers.
Today we're serving up something special.
Cheers.
But before we dive into the main course, let's cover some exciting news. First off, we're thrilled to announce that Seekers of the Storm is launching on August 27th.
Next week. When is that? 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 Tuesday! And we get a new One Piece chapter tomorrow!
That's right. The wait is almost over, and the team is excited for everyone to hop in. We'd also like to reveal that Seekers of the Storm will be priced at $14.99.
Hit me with
Now
it!
onto our final
Gimme!
appetizer. Alongside the expansion, we're making our official debut on Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. For a long time now, folks have been able to play the existing PlayStation.
Whoa! What was that? What is this fucking elite scavenger? Get this off my screen! Disgusting! Disgusting!
4 and Xbox One versions on their next-gen consoles. But now, they'll have the real deal. All new and existing players will be upgraded for free. And that upgrade isn't just a sprinkling of performance optimization. Oh no.
Good, because we need the performance, I'm not gonna lie. Oof.
It brings split-screen couch
One
co-op and a handful of fun,
Yay!
platform-specific features.
I
Now,
can't do
onto
that.
the main dish. Meet Chef, the connoisseur of culinary carnage. This isn't your grandpa's chef bot. Years of battling some of the most monstrous ingredients of Petrichor 5 have hard-boiled his soul. You'll need to cook up something truly delicious to unlock Chef. So, get ready to saute your way through hordes, blend your combat skills with culinary precision, and serve up some justice. A la mode. Let's take a look at Chef's primary skill, Dice. Those years of primal culinary misadventures have trained Chef to have incredible control over his trusty cleavers. Hurl them at faraway enemies and call them back to slice and dice with twice the pain. Monsters hit on their return journey will take an additional chunk of damage. This also
Let's
effectively
go.
doubles your chance of triggering your on-hit items. It looks like he's stocking up for his next set of customers. Next on the menu is Chef's secondary
What was
skill.
that?
Like he's stocking up for his next set of customers.
What is that? I don't recognize this. That's new. I think that's the Malachite Rachis. I think that's old.
Next on the menu is Chef's secondary skill, Sear. Oh god, I knew I forgot to turn off the oven. Well, we might as well make the best of it. Nothing ruins a monster's day quite like being flambéed. Sear allows Chef to inflict a huge amount of damage and apply burn at a very short range. Customers trapped in this skill will quickly accrue copious stacks of burn. If you're being swarmed by some unwanted vermin, this is a great way to clear a path. If it's time to hurl yourself into the fray, activate Chef's utility
I get the feeling that Thunder's gonna like this one.
skill, Roll. The long legs of past chefs have been swapped with a huge roller, perfect for flattening out a nice, tidy pie crust, or steamrolling whatever helpless Lemurians were unfortunate enough to wake up this morning. This skill's windup makes you a bit vulnerable for a moment, but the longer you spoil, the more damage you do and the faster you go. But wait a second, how are we supposed to saute? The more damage you do and the faster you'll go. But wait a second, how are we supposed to saute without any oil? Chef's special skill Glaze can help
classic.
us out with that. This skill allows Chef to hurl large globs of oil towards his waiting customers. Leverage Sear after you've sufficiently coated an enemy to unleash radically more damage. Looking around while launching Glaze can cover a far larger area with oil. Or you can just run up the tab on one customer. That poor beetle. Wait a second, something magical happened when we properly sauteed one of our customers. That takes us to Chef's passive skill, Chef's Kiss. This skill
classic.
helps tie the whole meal together. If you prepare your customers with 2 or more skills before finishing them off, they'll turn into a delightful treat. The healing from these can really help you out on a pinch. Blaze up a horde, then unleash a well-timed sear, and you'll find yourself in a pile of nourishing snacks. For dessert, we have one for the purists. Here's a sneak peek at Chef's alternate special skill, Yes Chef. The skill will remind you of chefs of yore.
Yeah.
Activating it will empower your next ability. We won't go into the particulars of exactly how each skill is empowered, but the discerning sommeliers among you can get a hint at some of them in Chef's Survivors Showcase. And that's a wrap on our final dev diary for Seekers of the Storm.
Can I just say, I'm pretty sure there was a stage, like, look at this. This is beautiful. Still kind of looks like Bowser's Castle, and I love it. I feel like I should be racing a Mario Kart here. It's great.
Ability.
I love
We won't
this.
go into the particulars of exactly
What the heck was that enemy? Wait, what?
your. Activating it will empower
What the heck is that? It's
for
like
your
a
next
mini Aurelianite.
ability.
That's awesome.
We won't go into the particulars of exactly
And
how
set.
each skill is empowered, but the discerning sommeliers among you can get a hint at some of them
Sommelier.
in Chef's Survivors Showcase. And that's a wrap on our final dev diary for Seekers of the Storm.
Let's
With
go.
Chef in your corner, the battlefield is your kitchen, and every enemy is just another ingredient waiting to be chopped, seared, and rolled. We're thrilled to see how you mix up your gameplay with this new take on our beloved chef.
Seeker,
The team has been
seeker,
working on Seekers
seeker,
of the Storm for a
seeker.
while now. Words can't express how excited we are for everyone to hop in on August 27th. For now, head over
Ooh,
and
new
excited
item.
we are for everyone to hop in on
Sail Star consumed. At the start of each stage, it transforms into Sail Star. What? Does it just reduce the cost of the first item you buy? Because it's not normal for one of those chests to only be 30. They're usually like 56 at the start of the first level.
August 27th. For now, head over and wishlist it today. Thanks for watching. This is Bruno, signing off.
Seeker, 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 seeker. Excuse me. Seeker. Alright, let's check out the Chef Survivor trailer. Just make sure everything's running smooth. Yeah, we good. Alright. Rip. Wrecked. Mark, no! Let him cook. It's dinner time. Yes, chef. Yo, that's awesome. Okay, so his ultimate ability for the knives sends out a bunch of seeking knives, it looks like. Very nice. Good for a 3D game. Ultimate flambe looks like it sends some blue fire and blue fireballs at long range. Buffed roll seems like it just gives you a ton of speed and damage instantly without charging up. And then, is that the alternate primary, maybe? He's just buzzsawing his arms. Maybe that's part of buffed roll? I'm not sure. Yes, chef! It feels like Christmas. Oh, wow, just a week away. How to cook, and this was the first result. Let him cook. Yeah, chef. Yes, chef. I know, right? It fits so well. And then chefed all over the place. Alright, the meme is getting so diluted at this point you can barely even tell this is a Morbius joke. It's not even remotely similar anymore. Ooh. Yeah, ignition tank is going to be nice. The legs. What did it cost? Their legs. Nothing of value was lost. Honestly, Chef's walk animation kind of freaked me out. Let's be honest. Nice. It's time to cook. Jesse, we need to cook. Chefy, it's time to cook. Seeker, we need to cook. I'm doing it. Seeker, we need to cook. There you go. I couldn't resist. I had to. Seeker, we need to cook. We gotta cook, baby. Sick. So anyways. Alright, it is late as balls. So I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed now. Hopefully I get to play more Pal World tomorrow. I should probably... I don't have homework, but I should probably study just for the sake of studying. I don't know. I don't know. We'll find out. Maybe tomorrow I'll just feel awful and just rest. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it won't matter. Secrets of the Storm. Secrets of the Storm. Seeker, 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 seeker. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm excited. Yay. Yay. It's exactly the kind of character I want. A healer, baby. Yay. Yay. Now I want to play Risk of Rain Returns. Now I want to play Risk of Rain Return. I want to play it. I want to play it. Yeah, win. Yeah. Why don't I want to play Risk of Rain 2? Because I want to play it until this comes out. Why? I don't know. Performance enhancements. I mean, performance improvements. It's different. Whatever. Alright. Enough. I will go to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed. Lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. I'll probably watch the Cowboys stuff about this stuff and go to bed. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next stream. Bye. Peace. Alright, send us off, Night Pup. Oh no! Hey yo! Hey yo! They're almost as down bad as my Farm Merge Valley server. Don't ask, it got freaky. It got weird. Peace!